Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. This is our first winner semis match. Very exciting. Pretty deep in the bracket. Pretty hard hitters. We got the Curtis J Pep commentary, which I'm sure everyone's excited about.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm
yeah,
excited about it.
we got Cap and Kemi. Do they need to be introduced? I don't think
No.
so, but
We'll introduce them anyway, but
yeah,
later on.
yeah.
Do you
All
get like
right.
theme songs? You get to like walk into frame menacingly?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Cap can have like clown music play. Like that's fine. Um, so yeah, are we ready for a countdown?
Yeah.
We are.
All right.
Right?
Uh, on go, three, two, one, go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Get out of the call, both of you.
All right, so here we are, starting in this Cap versus Kemi match.
And
Very
we're gonna
exciting.
have the least biased commentary of all time.
Oh yeah, no bias at all here. Both of us love and respect both of these players. Cap Revenge, number 4 on our Pay of Debt leaderboard. Chemical QQ, number 3 on our Pay of Debt leaderboard. She very recently took down Cap with a nice little 40-second PB, put her ahead of him. But I think this is going to be both the highest average skill level match we've had so far, where the runners are, also extremely close in skill. So I think this is going to be incredibly high, personally.
So the entire race, Kemi's gonna do some good shit, and J-Pep's gonna go, "That's my goat. She's so good." And then Cap is gonna do some bad shit, and I'm gonna be like, "Cap sucks. I hate Cap."
No, we love Cap. Come on, Kurt. We'll say positive things about him as well.
No, but Cap only got one red, so he's actually goated, and he's gonna win the race.
Literally winning right now.
Except he didn't go for Kaizen, so El Bozo. He should
Yeah.
just lost like 2 minutes.
El Bozo.
Cap's ahead.
Yeah.
And I think the screen delay was only like a second, and he. Oh wait, no, he's not ahead. I fucking lied.
I don't know. They're about at the same time. Wow, crazy late mash on that re-enter by Kemi. Cap is like, frame
he
perfect Cap
got
enter.
frame perfect. We're so back right
Cap
now.
is winning so hard. He's so back.
We're so back right now.
Oh, they got very. Is the position of this sprout determined by the seed?
The first one's always the same.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, that makes sense. I should have noticed that.
For some reason, the extinction cutscene always puts it in the same place. Like, even if you're not just doing it, like, in the route, like, if you just did one somewhere else, it'll always be, like, in the same spot relative to the area. But, like, every single other instance of sprouts, like, always ends up in a different spot. Except, maybe the Louis cutscene always puts it in the same place. I'm not sure about that one.
So, we saw this matchup last tournament, right? Cap versus Kemi in our previous payout tournament, and Kemi lost then, I think?
I don't remember. I think winners finals was like Jack versus Cap, maybe?
Yes. If I remember right, Kemi lost, and she had a tragic Wildflower Garden teleport on early blues. So I'm really curious to see how stressed out she is going to be about early blues when we get at that point.
It's like both of them are going for Louis skip as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that Cap's setup?
Oh wait, no,
neither is going for Louis skip. They're tied to the.
Wait, I'm
so
surprised that they
right
like switched to Louis that late then and had all the seeds in the ground. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Wait, and Cap saved time on this end of day, which is weird.
Did he mash the text better?
I have no idea. We can't. We don't have audio on our end, so we can't tell if Kemi hit the timing right. Because if you mash too early, then you get a bunch of extra lag on the end of the day.
No, you can tell. You can tell from visuals purely. The
you
position of the
can,
ship
but...
compared to the text is slightly different if you go too early.
Interesting.
Wow.
I usually just do it with the audio cues to time my A presses. So like I just if I can't hear the game, then I have no idea if they went early or not.
I do the same. I time, like, I hear the reloading noises and I react to those and press A.
Oh,
Cap,
neither of them
both
got
go,
it.
but neither got it. Yeah, that's very fair. It's scary to go for Louis skip in a race, man, because if you miss it, you just get that nice, juicy, like 30-second time loss. It's so awful.
I especially hate the idea of going for it just because like there's some attempts that I go for it where I'm like, there's no universe where that was late and it just is.
Yep.
So like, just do not want to ever see that happen. So Cap is goated at day 4, so my prediction is he will still be in the lead going to EC.
Kemi is also kind of goated at day 4. I'm curious
Well,
how
I
it will
mean,
go.
Kemi is good at early game in general. I feel like she's better than everyone else at like the Awakening Wood parts
Yes.
in particular. Like she's really good at like the first 8 minutes, but like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are good at the first 8 minutes.
Kemi she's got the super juice when it comes to Enter Hob in particular. No one is quite on her level for Enter Hob.
I think a lot of it has to do with like the first 10 seconds of that split.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like she kind of like taught us how to do that in particular. Like you can whistle your reds from the onion and then throw 2 and then wait like 0.3 seconds or some bullshit and then just throw the next 4 and then it's really fast. And we
I
weren't
think
really doing it like that before.
I think it's like the first 10 seconds and the last 10 seconds of that segment are like extremely determinant.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of a lead here. She made back some time here and there, just some
Fucking beat the
small
10
little
pellet
things.
by like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's
So I
the top
taught
player
Cap
difference.
the sauce on this part recently, which Jack informed me of, which is that you get the egg down the slope, and then you just book it to these 5 pellets and speed them up, and then you
Yep.
can fix the egg's position.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. You mean like just fix the egg position post speed up as opposed to before? That makes sense.
Yeah, because the speed up is actually pretty crucial if you get there early enough. Like, if you get there too late, then the speed up actually doesn't help. And if you leave the egg fixing for after, then you have enough time to get the speed up pretty reliably on the
Oh,
5
so
pellets.
Cap is not leaving Louis here. Cap is taking Louis with him.
I think he meant to, but like some dumb shit happened, so
I
just
think
gonna do it this way.
he's gonna be trying in a run for the first time the idea he was discussing about yesterday of just not watching the Louis cutscene at all. It's gonna be very hype. It's definitely not what he's doing.
I mean, he could be doing it. Because, like, this part's the same, whether you do it or not, assuming you didn't leave Louis at the
Yeah.
onion.
Yeah, he's just doing the same thing as if he had gotten Louis skip, but he did not get Louis skip. So I guess he's gonna make up a little time here. Which is going to be maybe fake time save, maybe a real if he actually manages to avoid the Louis cutscene the whole way.
I hope he forgets in, like, Perplexing Pool and needs reds and activates the cutscene.
I hope it works. I wish him the best. I love when you start plucking a little early like that and just throw 5 guys to the side. Fantastic. Yeah, so Cap pulls ahead a little bit again, but you know that's potentially fake time save. All right, and we get a nice 8:20, 8:30 enter EC. God, I hate having to play on the slow loads. All right, Lid Defense Force looking kind of weak today. Yeah, close citrus, always a treat.
Oh my god, Cap, my goat, ignoring the citrus on the way in.
Yeah, I think with the
3 time
defense force
save.
is that
Except Kemi
effects,
got it
yeah.
on the Kemi got the citrus on the way in, so El Bozo. Rip like a
When you
few
say El
halves of a
Bozo,
second.
do you mean like L as in loser or El Bozo
Yeah.
like EL like El Barto? Okay.
L is in yeah, loser. Look at this hot half a second to 1 second time save on close citrus.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. Post citrus is my favorite. It's got to be like a second and a half, right? It's not just half a second.
Well, close citrus saves 2 seconds. I just mean like starting the citrus after the
Oh yeah.
lid.
All right, fairly standard stuff here as well. Good billboard positions. Let's see the order he does this in, and is he gonna actually watch the cutscene right after putting the Pikmin in, or is he gonna do his stuff again? That we
Oh
argued
yeah,
about for 12
we
years
had a
yesterday.
huge discussion about this the other day, and the conversation started with it doesn't matter, and then halfway through it was like, wait, it might matter from some people, and then it ended with the okay, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was definitely one of our best conversations I've been in.
The thing is that we had this conversation like a while ago as well.
Oh yeah, we always have like repeats as well. We can't just ever be done with a single conversation. I'm pretty sure we've had the conversation about whether or not it's possible to skip the Louis cutscene entirely. Like 5 different times since I've been here.
Well, we had it before, but the end result of it the first time was like, okay, you probably could, but it's not really worth the mental
Mental stack.
extra, yeah, that it takes to do that. And then Cap's like, wait, it might not be worth it, but I'm gonna just do it anyway and see how it goes. And we're like, okay, you can have fun with that.
He's gonna do this. I'm certain that he will. No, it's actually certain that he will forget about it at some
He's
point.
gonna forget it freaking immediately. He's gonna get to this next above ground and
Yeah,
activate it immediately.
I feel like that's so likely, and it's gonna be so funny if it does happen. It's not time loss though, like watching the Louis cutscene on Enter Awakening Woods is fine. So,
Well,
um,
okay, so the thing about watching it on Enter Whole Beast is that like it makes the way that you pluck and take reds to the gate kind of awkward because like you want to watch it while stuff is moving or seeds are falling or something, but then you're gonna have this like awkward point where like you have to take reds to the gate and then like nothing's being overlapped after that. So like I think
yeah.
it's just strictly worse than watching it in VR1.
Oh yeah, I feel that, but at least it's not like he'll lose
Well, yeah,
30 seconds.
it's not like the worst place that you could watch it. It's just like, you know, if you're gonna be watching it at all, then it should be in VR1. But yeah.
Either he watches it now, I'm predicting, or he actually remembers it for the whole run. Like that's how it's gonna happen. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna go. Ooh, nice. He waited enough to skip that 40 frame time loss. Cool. Kemi, also good.
See, waiting on that entrance is like just I cannot be bothered to pay any attention on the beginning of
Really?
that.
You just
If the
you just
game
lose time for no reason?
if the game decides it wants me to lose half a second, then it's gonna lose me half a second. I cannot be
what
bothered.
a what
Because
a sad way of looking at
the
it.
first like 30 seconds of this split is just all cutscenes. Like I cannot be bothered. Okay, Cap throws his reds like later than Kemi's probably going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kemi's so good at this. Did we talk about how Kemi's good also? But Cap still beat the gate like with every single one of his flaps. So it was still like
I feel
pretty
like
fun.
a bunch of us are gonna start doing it like that though. Is the thing because we kind of caught on to how Kemi does that.
Yeah. She just throws her there.
Especially because this route where
She
you walk
remembered.
back as Olimar is just strictly better now.
Yeah.
Like before, it was kind of like,
Up in the air.
yeah, like a bunch of us did the route where we switch back immediately, so it was like we didn't really want to like just kind of whip our reds over there because then stuff could not get carried. But in this route, it matters a lot less. So I feel like a bunch of us are going to start doing the throws earlier, like Kemi does.
So Cap remembered he is not leaving Louis behind. He took him in, and he's gonna walk back again with Louis. So no watching of the cutscene. So I'm guessing that he will. Now this will be fine the whole way for him. No,
Also,
Lucas control.
doing this two captain plucking the whole way can actually just be like optimal depending on the sprouts.
Yeah. If the segment where you do the well, you can't do this anymore is the issue, right? Like if
Oh
you
well,
do the
yeah.
time save
If
where
you're
you
doing the
switch back,
JPEP time save, then that's never gonna be a thing. Yeah.
yeah. But you're right that like otherwise, if you don't do that, if you walk back as Olimar after second round of growth, then yes, if everything comes in very quickly, it can be optimal to do two captain blocking.
Cap is so freaking bad at this cuddling, and
Like I
Kemi's
don't know,
not really doing it any better. Okay, never mind. Now she is. She
I don't know
pulled it together at the last minute.
if Cap is bad at it. It's just like it feels very weird when he does it. But
Yeah,
like
he just does it like. Okay, so like the thing that I like to do with it, and I think like it's not just exclusive to me. Like Jack and IAD also do it. Is that like you kind of just like inch your way forward and just like
yeah,
keep
just
like
push a little
standing
bit. Yeah.
strong as like a barrier instead of doing what Cap does and just kind of like doing rounds back and
Yeah,
forth.
Cap does air raids. That's his thing.
Oh my god, hashtag bug money on this whole beast one. Holy shit.
Ooh,
It's like 6 sheer grubs.
I love when you lose like 12 to 15 seconds on this specific layout because the D-pad is in the wrong place. That's so lovely.
Yeah,
I think
see,
it's like
it's like
13.
why would I bother delaying my mash on the map screen when the game's just gonna lose me 15 seconds whenever it wants?
Kemi, stop doing that. I'm gonna throw up. Kemi! I'm not rooting for you anymore. Yeah, why should you save some time when you could lose some time in the future? You're right. That's so true. That's so real.
Yeah, the game's just gonna make me lose a minute on SH2 anyway, so nothing actually matters
You
in the
lose a
whole
minute
game.
on SH2, you exit SH2 at like, I
Dude,
don't
I'm
know,
happy if
310
I
above 3
yeah,
minutes?
dude, I'm happy if I exit sub 3, honestly.
My god, that's sad.
That floor is just so stupid.
I'm happy if I exit sub 3. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I'm sure if I look at your runs, I could look through like 15 to 100 of them and not see a single above 3 exit. That's so awful.
No, I've definitely had above 3 exits because that floor is just fucking atrocious.
Keep that to yourself.
Oh, I mean, I mean,
You
it's
shouldn't say it.
rare.
You shouldn't
It's
say it to
definitely
people.
rare, but like that floor can just decide to be as long as it wants
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
for sure. It's SH2. We love it. We hate it.
SH2 is also like not the only demon in SH because 4 and 5 also suck balls.
They can, but I feel like on average they don't.
Kemi also made the bold statement recently that anything above a 140 on SH4 is a skill issue, and she clearly has not been in the trenches as hard as I have, is all I'll
Dude,
say.
Kemi's made a bunch of. Kemi is a person who makes statements, right? I feel like this is maybe even something she shares with Cap. They are people who make statements. I am not necessarily speaking on, sometimes the accuracy of said statement. I remember something like, I feel like sub 8 SH is 80% consistent or something like that. Or
Oh
is
yeah,
very
no, you're
frequent or very
fucking
consistent.
on. I want to know what you're smoking because I want some.
I remember this statement, and Kemi is still right on that. Wait, are you talking
Okay,
about
well,
the SH enter Jack
yeah,
or the,
no,
the total SH or SH4?
he's talking about SH4, and the thing
Okay,
is that like literally like if I had my VODs and shit more organized because I'm like moving them around on YouTube, like I would just link Kemi my VOD playlist of like 200 VODs and say like point out which one of these are skill issues.
yeah, bro,
Because
I'm sure
like I
she's
have
gonna watch
so
that, bro.
many like 140 plus SH4s.
She's definitely
It's
watching
ridiculous.
200 VODs of your SH4. I think
She
that's
won't do it, which is why she is lame because she's never gonna like prove me wrong. She's
Dude.
just gonna perpetually be like, "You're bad."
Dude, you're asking too much. I'm sorry. No one's watching 200 VODs of anyone ever. I'm the biggest
Well,
Jack
then you should
sucker
stop
of
saying
dicks
it's a skill
ever.
issue.
I'm the biggest sucker of Jack dick ever, and I have not watched 200 Jack VODs, and I will not watch 200 Jack VODs. Okay, that's not happening. It's too much. It's too much. That's a full-time job.
Well, see, that's
Bold
the
but not deluded. No delulu, Jack.
well,
That's
see,
what
that's
it
the
is.
reason why I save my VODs is so that when someone questions how bad my RNG is, I can just link them the playlist and be like, "Hey, you like literally click on any video in here and you can see." Also, Cap is up 1 bug right now.
Oh my God, this one bug
Oh,
is
and
gonna make the difference.
that's before collecting the batites. Oh, we're so up right now.
Oh, Cap is so good, but he's also Cap likes to force both Metites and Bulborb on this sub
Well,
level. I'm a hater of that.
the
I
matites were like far as fuck, so I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I think you force one of them, but you like I only get two of them if they're like incredibly close.
Kemi gets fast Empress.
Please, Cap, get it as well. It's so
Oh,
sad
Cap
when someone
also got
misses
it.
it. Okay, that's fine.
The
I
thing
hate.
about this though is that like there's basically no reason not to do this because the split time that you get on this floor if you didn't go for it is the same as if you went for it and missed it and got the recovery.
Well, I don't know. Like side Empress is definitely not losing time to
Well, I mean, side
fail
Empress.
faster.
Okay, so well, I mean, yeah, like if you can just hit side Empress, but it's not like side Empress is 100% consistent
Oh
either.
yeah.
So like, if you're gonna roll the dice, like my mentality on this is that like I'm like goated at side Empress and AT, but like the timing and pod is different because you don't have whites. So my thing is just like if I'm gonna be rolling the dice anyway, I might as well be rolling the dice for the faster scenario.
Yeah, I also feel like that's true. Recently I've been feeling like the approach to Fast Empress should just be like, go for it and expect frequent need to back it up and just accept that that's gonna happen.
Urban is molding listening to this.
Dude, Urban
Not live, but
Urban
in the VOD because he actually has a life, unlike the rest of us.
Urban is
Also, I disagree with what Kemi does here because I think C-sticking ahead is just better.
I feel like she's right that it results in like the purples being grouped a little tighter. But I don't know if that's super relevant, is my only
Also, Cap doesn't throw red on the bag
uncertainty.
here, so
Yeah.
he's, I hope he loses the race because of that.
Literally doesn't matter at all, my king. He's just gonna throw a red now and he's gonna be completely fine. He's not gonna lose any time. Wow, crazy how
Nah, but
that
watch,
works.
he got like right up against the hole before he could press A. See,
Yeah, that's because he's lazy
in
sticking.
my enter white flower gardens, I have that red so far ahead that I'm like not losing any time to that lockout because I'm not at the hole yet by the time the red activates the cutscene.
Well, maybe you're just cooking harder than he is. Then you should give him some
I
lessons
do
on
have
the
like a
culinary
mid
arts.
43-second enter gold.
You're crazy for that.
I'm just goaded. That's
You're
the
just
platformer
goaded at the
speedrunner thing.
40-second segment. Good job.
Yeah, I know.
I'm making fun of you right now.
See, the pure movement segments, I'm goaded. Anything beyond that, it's debatable.
I feel like I can relate and love you on this because we're both the two guys here that have the platformer background. Stop that! Oh my god!
Also, I've had a change of heart about this recently, and I've started entering White Frog Garden 2 as Olimar.
Really?
Because, like, the thing is that, like, you want to enter as Louis to get, like, in case you get the split layout where you just want to bump some Pikmin and run, but I've started
Yep.
just whistle switching because because that layout's kind of rare, all things considered. And the whistle switch isn't, like, that much slower, and I
Yeah.
just kind of feel better entering as Olimar because of, like, the more actionable time or
I
whatever.
always do a whistle switch anyway for like the layout, the layout where you do your throws, because I feel like Louis or
Oh yeah,
Elmar,
you definitely do that because
yeah,
Louis gets like your second captain super gets in the way if you don't
he
do
gets
that.
so up in your shit, bro. I hate it. Cap getting like he did. I don't know if that C stick is like, is it good? Like, do you get leaves sometimes if you do that C stick that he did?
There's a way that you can do it apparently that it's consistent where you don't burn Pikmin or have any shaken off, but I can't figure out how to do it, so I just don't do it.
That's a vibe.
And yeah, as you see, Kemi didn't do it at all, and she still got the bug, so it like
Yeah,
wasn't
but that
even
one was really
necessary.
close. Like, I'm sure
There-
I'm sure you can get the bug when it's a little farther with what Cap did versus with
yeah,
what
there
Kemi
are
did.
ones where you need to do the C stick into it on the way to get it at all. and then it's good, but like I don't know, I just don't like it. And I'm goated enough at bugs anyway that I can just be like, I'll just get 4 bugs somewhere else. I mean, it is nice getting it here, but I just don't really like the risk, especially because like there's really no like the things after entering EC that you should be losing runs to are like Hull Beast 5, White Fire Garden 4, and EB.
Yeah.
Like if you add anything else onto that where you can lose the run if it fails, then I just
You
don't
are a
like it.
dumbo. You are a dumbo. Major dumbass. So Cap is going to be at 2,000 fucking Pocos after this, which is just crazy to me.
You love to see it.
I hate to see it. How do you get that much money? This man's
I don't know.
capitalism is in his
Bad Hull
veins.
Beast 1. Also, Cap does these flowers in the wrong order, and I
Yeah, I've
hate
noticed.
it. He also
again,
loves
like
only plucking 8, and I also hate that, but sometimes the sprouts work out to where plucking 8 is better, so like, yeah.
I feel like it's a very minute thing to do the flowers in the order, in the other order, but like in this case, it might have like prevented him from losing the fast pluck. Because here there was like one seed from the second flower that he got the slow pluck on, or the first seed of the second flower he got the slow pluck on. And I feel like
Yeah,
he
I
probably
just,
would have gone
like,
fast pluck if he had done that second flower as the actual second piece
yeah,
of
I
growth.
just think like you should always just do front, then left, then right, because
Yeah.
like the seeds
the
that
order
you're
you wanna
waiting
pluck
on
it.
are, yeah, that's the seeds that you're waiting on are the left ones. So
Yeah.
like, why would you not do that?
And
I
for
don't
an
know.
extra bit of juice, I like to always also activate the honey wisp after the second flower, so there's a little bit more of a delay between when
I don't really think that one matters because like you can deload it and put it where you want it, kind of.
No, I don't mean with respect to the honey wisp. I just mean that this delays the seeds from the third flower a little bit, so that Olimar is slightly less likely to run after them, and slightly more likely to run after the seeds you actually want him to pluck from the second flower. Giant brain.
This guy has a brain. What a loser.
Yeah.
Can't believe that.
Wow, sick nasty white flower and 2.
Oh, that's a
four.
real. Those reds are kind of close.
Yeah.
To poison.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I wouldn't have
scared.
really been comfortable with that. I don't really think you should be doing what Cap's doing in this layout because you're gonna get this awkward dismiss right here.
I hate this. Oh, terrifying. I hated that.
I think you should just do what Kemi did, and because like the thing about what Kemi did is you can just throw a white ahead, and then all your whites are close, and then you can just do like a little quick whistle. So I don't think it's that bad.
I just like I know it's good in like a decent variety of layouts, but I am just not shepherding Pikmin through the fucking poison, man. EB is already bad enough as is without me making it harder on myself.
I think it's definitely good on some layouts where it's like farther away than that. It's just the issue with that layout is that like you have to dismiss so close after the poison that like it just doesn't really save time.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make sense. Yo, so you think Cap is gonna forget the fact that his Louis is a portable nuclear missile and should not be taken near the Red Onion?
The odds are in his favor or in our favor.
I feel like even though he remembered on the previous one, we might see a lack of remembrance here.
Kemi got like negative whites on this glove.
Oh wow,
What
that's
are we
like
doing,
3.
Kemi?
That's like 3 whites, and she has 55
Okay,
carriers.
if you're gonna fix it, I think you just need to have only the whites in your party.
Yes, I agree. I think fixing this glove is dog shit anyway, but if you're gonna do it, you need to do it in a way that is careful.
I feel like it's hard to be good at fixing the glove if you haven't ran AT, because normally we just get a good amount of whites on in pod because we don't have that many whites left over after loading the head. Because like in AT, you try to get 15 whites on the glove, and then you're left with like 4 or whatever usually afterwards, and then it's worth swapping. So like if you've ran AT, then usually you'll be pretty alright at swapping because you're already used to it. And I say all this because Kemi is not really world renowned for her AT running, so she probably isn't as used to it.
She don't have the time, bro.
I mean, yeah.
All right, let's watch this.
Also, I think the way that IID has done this, like, beginning menuing is, like, it's always been good. Oh, Cap's doing it with Louis.
He remembers! Cap's brain is huge! I hate doing this
Okay,
snap
well
with the
the
purple.
problem
Though.
is that like we're never used to doing the snap with Louis, so
I think the purple is more annoying than Louis. I hate doing this snap with the purple so much.
I think it's literally fine. I think we should all just be doing what IID does for the like knapsack setup stuff.
I don't remember seeing him do
You
this in a
just do
while.
like quick red throw, quick red throw, quick swap to purple throw, quick swap to purple throw at the knapsack, and then immediate dismiss.
Oh,
Like
Lord, Jesus.
it
No!
looks so.
Kemi!
Ooh.
Kemi with a pop out! No, Kemi, I'm so sad for you. Not again! Don't rewrite the same story. The book was closed.
Oh,
Ah.
Jack pointed out Cap apparently didn't save on early boost. So that could have been bad. But
Oh, Jesus.
the thing is that Cap hasn't really messed up that movement in like 4 years. So like,
I guess, but like Kemi
I mean,
also hasn't
yeah.
messed up that movement in a year, which is slightly less long, but also still pretty fucking long. And she did just mess that up now. Oh, that's so. I'm so sad for Kemi because this is so rough to come back from mentally. Because Cap is like, you can't give Cap an inch. He will take a foot.
Yeah, Cap's gonna be like a minute ahead or something.
Yeah, that's a
Assuming Kemi
crazy
gets
amount.
it this time. Well, the thing about Cap's like EB, like out of bounds movement is that like he does it in such a way where he just kind of like pops out of bounds and then just like holds his stick a certain way without like changing the camera at all. And the thing is that like that's in theory cleaner, but like I've optimized that movement so hard that like I'm saving time over him on that movement on average. So like I think if you're just good, then it shouldn't really matter. And
I
this is
really
pretty
like.
fast from Kemi as well, so
Yeah.
like should just be fine.
I really like what Cap did here. I don't know if oh, this is okay, very late nap, so that's definitely working. I was gonna say I like what Cap does. I was definitely not a Cap thing; it's a someone else thing. But he like doesn't get close with his captain to the SH gate, and he just like C-sticks every single Pikmin on the left side of it, so that they're all working during the cutscene
Yeah,
of
like
like discovering the cave.
he got all the Pikmin on before starting the cutscene.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
who like popularized that, but it was definitely like a thing like a while ago that I do. I know Jack likes it sometimes.
Both first try blues, by the way.
Yeah,
Cap
oh yeah,
revenge.
you love to see first try bliss because it's infuriating when you sit there for like 7 attempts and then you finally get it and then you get up on accident because you've just gotten up like the last 7 times.
Cap Revenge not doing one of the setups to make the guy wake up from his nap the quickest. I'm a hater. I hated that.
Also, Kemi getting 18 blues, which I think it's a lot harder to do this when you do like the 2 purples, 1 reds on the dice.
Yeah.
Which is why I think 2 purples is just better. Oh, she did 2 purples, 1
It
reds and
worked.
still did it.
It worked well
First try
here, but
blue is
it
just
depends
insane.
really hard on your knapsack blue number, and you are not favored to get first try. But also, I've heard her say or Cap say that it works with like second or third try as well, so that you're actually favored for it to go well. I don't know the deets, and I'm just going to do 2 purples because I want that 1 red to be carrying the globe anyway. That's 0.7 that I don't
Yeah, I
want to
just think like
lose.
even if you don't get a dice time save, then you still have that red for the next like 20 minutes, saving you
Yeah.
time, so.
He's working on things. He's doing his best, okay?
Okay, Cap does
Oh,
not
are
kill
we
this,
killing
which I
this
think
guy?
is
Oh, no, we're
well, he's
just
probably gonna
activating
kill the
him.
Bronet. I think not killing the mum was correct.
Yeah, I
Uh,
feel like I agree with that, but you probably
okay,
should kill
Cap
at
being
least
smart and
something
not
here.
killing any of that. He's just gonna. Okay, well, the mum here is gonna make it a little awkward, but I
Oh
think
yeah.
he should kill the grubs on the way back because
Yes.
it's a little far to be collecting any of them.
I feel like I would just kill those grubs for like a slight bit of safety, but you're right that the
Well, yeah, there is also like the race mentality of like maybe you just kill those grubs anyway because they're
yeah.
gonna get in the way.
Oh, that guy's definitely eating some shit. Yeah, he eated. He eated. Oh, does Cap know that he's gonna path it through here, or is he just no? He's just
Oh yeah,
killing whatever.
you definitely know it's gonna path that way, because of the orientation of the bucket. Because it
Yeah.
never wants to path over where the shovel is.
That's not always true is the issue. Like, it's a general rule of thumb,
Well,
but it doesn't
yeah.
actually give you, like, 100% consistent way to know the pathing. Honestly, I think you should just learn the pathing for every entry and every room orientation. I feel like that's the more reasonable thing to be doing. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it also is pretty just easy to like look at it and be like, okay, it's going this way.
yeah.
So
Cat
like,
played this well, I think. I like in the end, like he didn't kill this mum that's not necessary to kill. He didn't do combat that was unnecessary.
Kemi left a lot of whites on that knit.
Yeah, she also let a purple drown. Kemi just choosing to do this combat like as she comes in. That's also kind of fair, I feel. She like if you kill them now, like you're definitely getting these bugs.
Well, the problem is that Kemi, like, she's down a lot of whites because she just been leaving them on like
Yeah,
random enemies.
she
This
has like
Shearwig's also maybe gonna be a problem. Okay, never mind. Oh, and she left a lot of purples back here on this mum because it didn't die.
yeah, she opted to do a lot more combat, but I don't think that was much cleaner in the end. That just happens sometimes. I can respect the wish to do more combat. You know, I think it's also probable that she's a little shaken from that EB mistake. So I'm looking at her future mess ups with that in mind.
I mean, maybe, but the thing about like being race consistent is like those kinds of things have to, like they can't be out of the realm of possibility. The thing. Also,
Yeah.
she had Pikmin fall off this, or maybe they got shaken off by the mom. So that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, this is really good for this SH4. I was wondering if
Yep.
Cap would have thrown Pikmin on from the other side on the marble.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I
You
don't
can
know if
do
it's
that on this one.
better.
There's nothing that drops that's dangerous. I guess Metites can drop, but you can always like, just throw a purple as well.
Um, yeah, there might be a risk of getting cutscened if you do that, is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
You can also just like get it started with like one purple, three whites or something, and it's still like a significant amount of speed up on the marble.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because it's nice because like you either start it before the combat and then you have it moving during the combat, or you can go to the combat first and then overlap the combat with starting the marble.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Because it's kind of hard to line up the electric gate to be well overlapped with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're speaking like just not destroying the electric gate at all. Yeah,
Well, I
I feel
mean,
like the
I
way
think you
Cap played
always
this was
destroy
fine.
it. Because like if you don't destroy it, then you have to like pass through there with your Pikmin and then speed up the marble and then deload it, and then that's kind of scary. And then you
Yeah.
can still get cutscened. Like I think you always destroy it. I was just thinking like
Ooh.
you want to be overlapping the combat with something, and the way that Cap did it is like it's good RNG, so it might not have been that big of a deal. But like ideally you always want to be overlapping that combat with something if you can help it.
Yeah, so Cap definitely fucked up his combat here. He let the guy go. Oh, Kemi with a bit of a
Ooh,
catastrophe. No, it's
oh, it's
fine.
still not destroyed? Okay.
It was
Everything's
only four
okay.
Pikmin. That's fine. I think there was a purple in there, but not a huge deal. Um, she's gonna
I
get
get this
that.
body too.
The body
I
is
think
worth it for her. She's a little lower compared to Cap, so
well, I think the seed in general is pretty high on bugs. It's just that I think she didn't get Whole Beasts for Metites and but she did I think get more bugs than Cap on that too. So maybe she's up compared to Cap.
yeah. So you can see here the marble was super deep in the corridor. That was really interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of hard if you're playing this layout well to make that read because the antenna beetle is in the far room, so you want to check the spawn points there while you're there. But like obviously you want to do that while the whistle's moving
Yeah,
to
but
not be losing time. But then the problem is that you're going to be going back through that middle room while the whistle's in there, and then gauge reading is really hard.
I always disagree with that play nowadays. I think as soon as you kill the beetle, you should send single captain to the other room just to have the gauge instantly tell you if there's anything there or not. Like invalidate 7 spawn points at once or something.
Well, the problem with that is that you don't get to check any of these spawn points while
Yes,
it's
sure.
dying.
It's slightly more problematic that you don't check these, but like you check spawn points in a way more efficient manner by doing that, because you actually get to use the gauge to look at 7 spawn points at one or
Well,
7
you
or
can look, you use the gauge in here though is the thing, and then Kemi did the search
kinda
well enough that she can like rush back through here before the whistle gets in, like gets
kinda,
in the
but like
way.
like the whistle is also just
Well,
Like,
it's like it's a
nothing-
percentage play for which way you check first. Is the thing.
Like,
And
just
the
look
thing
at
is that
now
if
the
it
whistle is gonna
was,
fuck her up. Look at this. Like she's getting
yeah,
mixed by
she
the
didn't
fact that the
check
whistle is
far
close.
enough deep ahead here.
That's
the
fair, but I
problem.
also think like this situation never happens if you do the play that I talked about. So I
Well,
really
the thing
think
is that you
that's-
have to run so far into here before you
No,
could even
really, you
tell.
really don't. You really don't. Like you need to just run like a little past the entry, and then you can immediately tell. Maybe not on this specific layout, but on most layouts, you really don't need to put that much effort into checking. Did Cap get lens, by the way? We've been arguing about this play for a long time.
I mean, I think based on the amount of time he took on SH6, I
Yeah,
don't
I would
think he
say
got it, because I
no.
did see it. Oh my god, did he crash?
No way! No
Or
way!
is the
he
stream
just-
lagging? Did he crash? Oh, he did
No.
crash.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Kemi! Kemi is back in it with that! Holy...
It's even now.
That's so funny. That's God coming down from the ceiling like, no, 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 no. This race is going to be close, okay? This race is going to be close. Oh, thank you, Zeus. Based European gods intervening again.
Well, the thing is that Kemi's minute plus time loss was from a skill issue, and Caps was from luck. So
It's from a skill issue, bro. He just shouldn't have thrown that purple at that time. He
yeah,
should have
you
known.
just I mean, you should have thrown your purple like 1 pixel more to the left, and then
Yeah,
you know.
1 frame sooner. You would have been completely fine, bro.
I wonder
Skill
if
issue,
Kemi's
bro.
gonna check down where the antenna beam is. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I
think
wonder
you'll-
if Cap checked
Ooh.
that. I actually have no idea if Cap checked.
If
down
Cap
there.
didn't check that, that's a big ooh. That's definitely a spawn point you check.
Okay.
Oh, did
apparently
he get it? Did he
'cause
get
both
it?
of us
Yeah,
missed
okay.
it.
Cap got lens. Okay. Thank you.
I
We
do
were-
think it is the right play to check down there. I'm just thinking that like Cap generally is of like the based US mindset that it's better to just leave if you don't want to like hard commit to searching.
By
Did
the
he crash
way,
again?
no way. No way!
Oh my god.
No way! No way! No way! This is the craziest thing I've ever
That
seen.
is unreal.
Kemi is just getting her lead back on a silver platter. This is crazy. Cap
Yeah,
did
if
not
Kemi
practice.
doesn't win this, then that's kind of absurd at this
No,
point.
wait, she could also crash. Like, don't speak too soon. Like, maybe the seed just crashes. No, that's not how that works. No, it's fine. She doesn't have any problems with it. That's
Oh, but then
insane.
she does miss the 1 cycle and loses another purple.
But it's this is
If
crazy.
Kemi is playing this race safe, then she'll probably take purples out on this above ground.
Yeah, I think that's just a very. She also should probably flower somewhere.
Well,
on
she'll
the
probably
game,
she'll
but-
probably use the glint. Yeah,
Yeah.
I am of the
cannot
opinion
believe-
that that glint is actually really good. Except it's
Yes.
probably not going to be as good for Kemi because she has 18 blues, but it's still pretty good.
I mean, you can flower the blues as well. Then it makes the globe carry very fast. It's kind of vibing.
I don't know. You kind of need to like force the glint out in a place that's not like far as fuck away from the bridge, though.
Which
you can do. I
played
came
the
up with a
segment doing
thing-
that yesterday, and I got a 353 while flowering 18 blues from bridge, which I feel like is a pretty reasonable time loss.
There is a way to like have the glint be close and drop its nectar close, which I came up with when I tried
yeah?
to like find, because like I wanted to see if there was a way to do air break on that split, and it turns out you can, but it was just like a minute 10 seconds, so it's
Yeah,
not a good
you-
treasure. But the thing that I did with that is that like you want flowered blues for air break then, so like I would throw a red into the pot to activate it and not make it run all the way away, and
Yeah.
then you do 2 flips in the same spot,
Oh, interesting.
and then it's like right in front of the bridge.
You should like show that or put that in the Discord so that we can
I have
try
a
it.
video of that air break route. It's just that like
Send that
it
to me.
probably got yeah, I can send it again. It's probably that it just got lost because it's not a good treasure.
Also, by the way,
So,
I wanted to point out something about the SH5. Kemi could have known that there was a dwarf very deep in that path, a dwarf spawn point, because it was the path that was to the right when entering, from the bottom of the room. So,
Oh yeah,
by
there's
that
some
logic-
stuff about like where like you can orient yourself based on like the patterns on the ground, but you can't
Yes.
really like see that on cave gen. So like I feel like a lot of people haven't bothered to learn that. but
it's really easy.
it's good
like,
knowledge to have.
when you enter from the long side of the room, right, from either the very top or the very bottom, the exit to your right has a very deep spawn point, and the exit to your left has a less deep spawn point.
Is it just always to the right? Either
Yes,
way?
exactly. It's
Okay,
so
then, yeah,
it's
that's
really
like,
easy.
that's
to
pretty
remember.
easy then.
So that's why that's the thing you should like. I think that's really good knowledge to have, because in this situation it helps you know that you didn't actually check the spawn point, because she went into there, didn't go deep enough, thought she checked the spawn point, and she hadn't because the spawn point is very deep because it is on the right side. That's how you know.
That
Good.
means then that if the room where the ship was like on the other side, then you would see that on the way in, which is really nice to know.
Yes, 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 yes.
If there is a dwarf there, then you would see it.
You could see stick deep enough to see it, or throw a single Pikmin in there, whatever you want, but it would work. I'm still
And I
not
would
over
say,
the fact that Kappa got 2 Pilatus crashes.
yeah, that's actually absurd. Like,
Like,
I don't think like it's hard to understand how absurd that is if you like brain rotted on Pikmin 2 stuff. But
I
like,
feel like
yeah,
we see like
we had like a period of time a little bit ago, like a year ago maybe, where we saw like a bunch of crashes in the same month. But like that was like the most active the game was since like the start of Pikmin 2 speedrunning. So like it kind of makes sense that we'd start to see more crashes per day or per week eventually. But like that was still absurd. Having 2 crashes in a row is like unheard of.
I
Like
feel
it's
like we're gonna
actually
have to
wild.
commission Pickhacker to give us a code that also prevents pillated crash somehow, because
Well, I feel like
that
if
is the
there were
worst
a
thing
way
I've
to
ever
do
seen.
that, if there were a way to do that, it probably would already exist, I
Oh
imagine.
no, no, don't you say that. We had
Well,
no
like we
position
questioned.
display code that worked on the US version until like less than a week ago. Even though it's fairly easy to do. Like I am absolutely certain that Pickhacker can just like
Well, the thing is that like we've already like talked to the like coders and stuff about like why pillated crash happens. Like we have we've had a reason for why it happens for a while now.
yep.
So like I'd be a little shocked if no one has tried to make a code yet. Not that like it should exist already. Like that's a totally different thing. But like I feel like people have tried to make a code for it already.
Interesting. I feel like you could just make. I feel like you could just
Yeah. So
make the
like
guy
my
like never try to eat a fourth Pikmin, and that would work out. But I'm not sure
Well,
how.
because the reason why it happens, I believe, is that like he eats 2 Pikmin in one bite, and
Yeah.
he always tries to do 3 bites unless he like whiffs a bite completely. So like you can't really prevent that, I think. Like, because I think from what I've gathered from like how people have discussed it in the past is that like you'd have to prevent him from eating 2 Pikmin in one bite, and there's not really an easy way to do that with like a gecko code.
I feel like you could just add an if statement somewhere that is like, oh, check number of Pikmin in mouth. If number of Pikmin in mouth is 3, do not bite again, or something
Well,
like that.
I don't think there's like he doesn't like count the amount of Pikmin he has in his
Yeah,
mouth
yeah,
at
he
any
doesn't.
point is the
But I
problem.
think you could probably, make that a
You'd
thing.
have to do like a really custom solution for that, I think, which is why it doesn't already exist. Like it's
That's
probably
fair.
possible. It's just like pretty complicated, I think, is the reasoning.
We'll pay you, Pickhacker. It'll be $10 per crash that we've seen today. I can't believe he got it twice in a row.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
Cap is having a moment on this BK1.
Yeah, I would also be having a moment after whatever happened.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of absurd that he had that good of an enter BK after crashing twice. By the way, like
Yep.
you'd probably be really, really shook if that happened. Like if anybody else would.
Camille did not collect the Dweevil. I'm upset about that. She killed him, and then
Yeah,
she left those
honestly,
2 bugs on the floor.
unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Well, I mean, she's also. I don't remember what the amount of Poco is going into BK that guarantees us to stay under 50-54. 50-54 is the magic number. If you have 50-55 out of BK, getting the SCX treasures plus Ursidae gives you the percent cutscene that we want to avoid. So,
I'm honestly on the side of like I would rather be up like 15 to 20 bugs over that number early on than like go out of my way to avoid easy bugs in BK.
Yeah, I agree. I think you can also just watch, just do the collection of the thing after. Yeah, that was a good sentence. Keep going, bro. Alright, seems like a pretty juicy start to this shit. One purple, one
Unfortunately,
blue is a pretty slow carry, sadly.
yeah, that may have to be sped up. Kemi taking a bit of a risk right now, but she's kind of going a little aggressive here, which is rewarding her because she found the Wollywog really quickly without killing any of this,
I
which
feel
is
like
which is the ideal scenario.
Jack has a word for this, right? I don't remember if it's Jack or if it's you, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, but one of you has said at some point, like, oh, here you're not checking these spawn points because you don't want the enemy to be in those spawn points, even though the gauge is telling you,
Yeah,
like,
I think that's a Jack thing. It's like
yeah,
subconsciously when we're like playing the game, we want to like
force the
manifest.
RNG that's
We want to
easier to
like
play.
manifest that it's gonna be in the favorable spawn point, so
Yeah.
we like don't check the harder ones first. But Kemi did a really good job of just like going straight into where she knew it would be.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what Kemi kind of did there,
Cap
because
also did that really quickly, and it's a little spooky because like you know these anodes spark at any point, and you have to like pull out immediately. But like yeah, I think they both did a really good job of playing that like going to the spawn point immediately.
all right, I'll keep my disagreements to myself. Yeah,
Okay,
Cap is
so
certainly catching up somewhat. Like he's not lost. Still very doable for him. It's just like it's rough to eat that much time loss.
Cap's also getting this body for pretty much free because he went here first. I wasn't looking at the gauge off spawn, but I imagine that Kemi went the other way because of a gauge read.
Yes, she did. She did. She did.
And the thing about that though is that like I mean Cap went the other way and got rewarded for it, but I think Kemi's was pretty much better in terms of like avoiding risk of like misplaying. Because when you have the option, I would say it's always better to go where you know something is first
Yes, I
if
agree.
you're uncertain. Because
Because
like
there's
Cap
always the
very
possibility
easily.
that both treasures are in the candy cane room. It's less
Yeah,
likely
exactly.
because there's 2 spawn points left in it versus 5 in the other room. So you know it's 2 out of
Yeah,
7.
like because the
But
thing is that Cap very easily could have gone into the shimmy room and had nothing been there and just wasted all that time.
yeah.
If
And if
Kemi is smart here, she okay. Well, the Dweevil was facing the wrong way anyway, so like I think it ended up being fine. I was
oh,
gonna
we're
say
not carrying
I
this
probably.
body,
Oh yeah, that's a little. That probably won't collect.
that do be a little sus and not collecting though.
I mean, they have lens, so she's probably going to lean in and go like under the 70% threshold.
Yeah.
Whereas Cap, I think, is gonna go the other way because he already got the Wollywog body as well. Okay, that Dweevil's gonna prevent that
Oh,
from being
she's waiting.
collectible.
She's waiting. She's waiting on the
Oh,
bug
that.
body. She's waiting on the bug
Oh well,
body.
she was waiting on the treasure too. I
Oh,
mean, she probably will be waiting on the bug now, but
so 4682 and there's 365.
oh, Cap
65 minus
also
18.
blue.
Oh, that puts that. Yeah, that's gonna put her at 47. So if she collects one, if she could have collected that guy and exactly reached the limit to not go over the percent cutscene. So that was,
Okay, that
that
was
would have worked out.
good foreshadowing then.
Um,
Foresight. She
oh,
can now hit.
she wouldn't have gotten it right.
She can now hit ghost type Pokemon with normal and fighting moves.
Wow, that's crazy. She's so scrappy for that. So you said the Cap had a little catastrophe with blues? Was that 9 blue deaths or
It
something?
was just one blue.
Oh, okay.
It
Well, who
was.
cares? That guy is already worth nothing.
Also, Kemi did a pretty good job on the 7. I just don't really like holding a purple and C-sticking the Pikmin into the gate.
Really, what else do
I
you
just
do?
I just think it's easier to just throw the purple and then C-stick the way you want instead of having to be facing a particular way.
Oh, that's kind of fair.
Just makes it a little easier to like C-stick the way that you want instead of because the thing is that like you could be like turning in place with a captain and like you could just be C-sticking like not the way that you want sometimes.
Alright, stuff's getting carried.
I really dislike the way that people do that fire the way that Cap did it.
You do?
Yeah,
I think what I
one of
dislike more
these
is the
days.
incredibly tight, incredibly wide line he took away from the bull blacks. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm just thinking like one of these days someone's gonna end up like not having those reds kill all 3 of those spider geysers and get punished for it.
yeah, that
And
happened to me.
it's not going to be me, is all I'm saying.
I think you just put 2 on either the guys are on the left or the guys are on the right, and it pretty much always
I
works.
just fan like 3 reds out across like multiple fire geysers.
That's also fair. Yeah, 50-47, so my math was correct. She has room for exactly 1 more body worth 7.
Hey,
So
she could have got
maybe
another big one.
maybe a
So
big
that's
guy
fine.
on
Also, Cap,
on SCX1.
the other thing I super disagree with of dismissing your captain over here, so now you have to walk an extra like 4
Yeah.
seconds to get your Pikmin.
I mean, usually it... Oh, what's going on here? Why are we slowing this down? So we can speed this up?
Because yeah,
Okay.
to speed this up with flowers instead of blue leaves. That's actually
Alright.
not the worst idea. It's just that he's probably still going to be losing to the body because he left his captain next to it to begin with, so honestly, L for not listening to Curtis, the messiah of BK7.
So Cap is going to be at 58 bugs, which means he is forced to see that cutscene. So there's incentive for
Oh
him
yeah,
as
this
well
actually
to...
wasn't a very high bug seed, so Kemi
Yeah.
actually played the bug routing a little better.
I think Cap now has incentive to kind of force more bugs on SCX because, you know, he's not getting out of that 50-58. So he just can't lose Pocos at this point. So he could have left the body behind. That would have been epic, but is
I
always a
mean,
bad
yeah,
play.
I don't think it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked
Kemi
about it
is
with
it
Jack.
14 purples?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
She killed a
Above
ton on like
average.
SH4. Like she had to drown and a death, I think, on SH2. Killed a bunch on SH4, 1 death on SH7. It sums up quick.
Above average amount of purples for Kemi.
Ah, poor Kimmy. How many? Oh, 63 blues? No, that was calculated. Calculated. Now she can take everyone out. That's so clever. Kimmy, sick nasty. Definitely not calculated. And she's taken a pretty interesting lead back. I feel sad for saying this because like Cap does not
Yeah,
deserve to get
she's like,
fucked by double crash, but
yeah, she's like only like 30 seconds ahead or something, I
yeah,
think.
it's really close still. It's not that much.
Kemi though is pretty goated at this above ground, so she might like she's probably not gonna lose her lead here, especially because of the blues.
Yeah. Also, she has the whites, the extra whites that Cap does not have, which don't really save time here, but you know, they sum up. They sum up. 24 Pikmin taken
Oh,
to
yeah, Cap
the...
just kind of booking it. So this
Yeah.
dig, he's gonna lose a lot of time on this dig, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you don't have 25 whites, you gotta, like, book it a little less.
Oh, he's
58
just low
blues.
in general on Pikmin.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would ever throw your purples not on Courage Reactor. Like,
That was definitely just a fat thumb error. Oh no, that was not started at all. That's gonna be so slow.
yeah, that dig was
That dig had only
struggling.
19 people on it. Somehow.
Yeah, 'cause he only had 19 whites total, and he intentionally threw his purples away and didn't see stick any on at first, I think.
Yeah. Alright.
I would much rather have like 10 purples on the dig and have the carry have like 2 or 3 than have like no one on the dig and have the carry have 20 whites. Personally.
They're like completely equivalent if I remember right. If you have 25 whites and you play this segment by just only taking the whites to here,
Well,
25
if you have
flower whites.
25, then yeah, it's like that's one thing.
Yeah, if you
But I
have a
think
very
those
low number, then yeah.
purples, I think the purples in the dig just make so much of an impact. Also,
Yes.
Kemi not doing the goaded TCB strat where you switch in between the lifeguard and whistle your Pikmin.
No, it's not good. It's not actually good. You don't want to do that because it actually does make you put the blues on the gate slower afterwards, and the gate is the limiting factor here. So that
Really,
strat
I've
is slow.
switched back fast enough that they were still lifeguarding Pikmin before I could
And maybe you're simply
do
more
anything.
goaded than I am, but I have very frequently found that, you know, they were done
I mean,
lifeguarding by the time I switched back. So I think this is not a very good strat anymore.
I think it's pretty good. Also, Kemi, she also didn't do the whistle switch onto SAT, so she is going to
Yeah.
lose 400 years from that. So,
And she left 3 blues aside that weren't working on anything, which is probably the more salient time loss
yeah,
here.
yeah, that actually matters a little more.
Yeah. Because the gate is not like limiting, but it's kind of limiting, you know? Like,
I mean, yeah, it's not like hard. It's not the hard limiter on this split. It just kind
Yeah.
of Cap leaving Louis behind here.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, but
That's
and
so
that's
dumb.
gonna mean that he probably has to dismiss on the plug now, or the
Yeah,
ring's
yeah,
gonna be
because he's
too
gonna get
fast.
cutscened as fuck otherwise. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, and he's having some Pikmin management issues.
Yeah. Ah man, like it's so rough to watch this. I'm just really sad that the SH7 stuff happened. One crash would have been fine, but two is just a little too much.
Oh my God, Cap made the exact same mistake. He
Yeah,
just didn't follow
dismissing
through
when you
on.
have few Pikmin is not that good here. I would not do that, or not do it, without being a little more careful about it at least. Yeah, you're completely right that he's gonna have to, like, he's gonna be in a shitty situation because he's gonna have to destroy the plug with all blues, but then he also has a fairly decent risk of just getting cutscene, right? Because I mean, like, at
Yeah,
least
he's
ring
probably
is gonna
gonna.
be in a
Well, he
very
has
annoying.
leaf whites, and so maybe he can make it. I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
Oh,
Like
Cap, what
he's.
are we
Oh,
doing?
he's just risking it, I
Oh,
guess.
dude, no, that's not working. Like, you are drowning everyone for sure. Unless maybe he's lapped this. I am really scared about it though.
Well, okay, the minimum that you could get
Nope,
away with on the
bunch of people
plug.
died. Bunch of people died.
Yeah, you can't. Oh man.
You can't do that, Cap. You can't do that. You gotta remember.
I mean, he is like, he hasn't been running for a few days, I think. So
Yeah,
like, he
yeah.
probably just isn't
Don't jump
like
for him.
wearing. I mean,
uh,
well, I mean, that's probably just why that happened. Like, it's not
yeah, no,
really excusable, is the thing, because like you gotta know.
it's just a mistake. Like, mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Are we checking stump room? No.
I guess we're not checking. I didn't see where tape was.
Like, stump room is always like less likely to have. Oh no, sorry. It's
Well,
there's no
okay,
stump room
yeah,
here.
it's top of
It's
the.
all the way over there. I was.
Yeah,
This is skippable.
neither,
Skip this shit,
neither,
Kemi. Yeah, skip
yeah,
this shit.
neither commentator looking at the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we were really busy crying over Cap spilled milk.
That probably was still gettable though. Except it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been that good because she's trying to be low on bugs, so all the bugs in the way wouldn't have really helped her in that case.
Yeah. And also, like, it was just
Like
slow. Like,
I imagine Cap's gonna play that for because he wants the bugs.
yeah, that's very reasonable. How are we playing this? Yeah, okay. I like that.
Oh, those blues are on the side. Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
okay,
That's
yeah.
gonna work.
See,
That's gonna work. She's
the whites
goated.
on it actually helped a lot to beat that bomb.
I think you just have when you do this, you just have to like C-stick in such a way that there's as few.
Oh, and what Cap's doing, you can actually just put like 10 blues on that and only
Yeah,
be
yeah, for
waiting
sure.
like 2 seconds. So now Cap's not gonna be waiting on it, but he's gonna be down like 5
He's
whites.
no, he's down a lot more than that because 5 whites died on the ring, dude.
Oh
He's
yeah, they
down
just
10
died.
whites.
So he's entering with only like 9 whites,
Yeah,
which
that's
is a
gonna make
problem.
SCX really slow, like really slow. Kemi is 14 whites above him in this SCX. Like that's gonna be like a massive difference. You've never seen that skip before, Star? Have you watched this game? We skip
Yeah,
table all the time.
SCX
It's in the world
one.
record.
Yeah, table skip is actually a pretty good option
It's a
when you have
goated option
lens.
if this floor is really top to bottom. Yeah, Kemi kind of like would
So yeah,
appreciate bugs.
Now Kemi's only up like, she might not even be up any Pokos compared to the standard route because you expect to have more bugs by this point.
Yeah, for sure.
If you don't have lens.
Well, like she was 50-47. So it would have been 4927 without lens, which is definitely on the lower side, but it's also like not unrecoverable lower side. It's like fine bugs.
Yeah.
So she just needs to like force them a little bit, as you would if you didn't have lens. She can just pivot into that mindset now. I have no clue where the spring is on this sub-level. Oh yeah, Cap is definitely getting the table, you're right. Spring with white
Over
last.
here,
I love
yeah.
that play.
I think she did this correctly.
Honestly, I think you might want to sometimes like interchange the order of the combat and the spring here, but like it's kind of.
Well, the problem with that is that you have to like. Whoa, the spring went right over the thing, the combat treasure.
No, Cap is having issues.
No, I mean like as in like the geometry, like it physically went up.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Cap is struggling right now.
Yeah, this is a struggle run at this point for Cap. I think if I were him, I think what he's got to do is like get his footing back, right? Like maybe at this point in the race mindset, what you do is you grow some extra purples and some extra whites. Like you grow all 15 in like or
Yeah,
you
because
force
I
growth on
think
3 or
like
something like that. Just get your numbers to a point where you can put yourself in that gamer mindset again. Because I think like one of the things that makes Pikmin 2 really difficult is if you have low Pikmin numbers, the gamer like the fact that your run is going bad is thrown in your face all the time. And it's so hard to play well um when that happens.
yeah, I think the problem right now is that Cap is like if he tries to finish the rest of the run with these Pikmin counts and stuff, then he's just gonna be bleeding time everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna feel worse to play. So he has to, at this point, in my opinion, like play for Kemi messing up and just recover his Pikmin, like you said,
Yeah, like
which
his
is
floor is
doable because
so
Kemi only
rough with
had
this.
14 purples to begin with, going into VR2.
Yeah.
So it's not like out of the realm of possibility for her to make like a game-ending mistake.
This floor is so difficult with like 5 whites like he has. Like, are there digs in SCX? No, right? There's nothing to dig up in SCX because
Well, there's no buried treasures.
yeah, okay.
There's just besides table obviously, which she already did on SCX1. And then there's just the 2 gears after that are digs.
This is rough, but at least no fully buried means he doesn't suffer as much. Also, I disagree with this play from Kemi. I think when you do this, if you fail it once, you always try it again with the second captain.
Well, it's a percentage play thing. Well, not even that. It's just like there's not really a right answer when you have tricks like that.
No,
Like
I
there's a
think
thing.
you just gotta be consistent enough at the trick that you always get it out of 2
Well, I
attempts.
mean, that's like the ideal scenario, but like
It's not a hard trick.
there's also the thing. Well, I know it's not hard, but it's also the thing of like you could just miss it again and then you just wasted more time.
Yeah, but you're not
Like
gonna
there's
miss
a
it again.
thing in
You're gonna
like
be a
a
gamer
BF,
and you're not gonna miss it again.
like there's a thing in BFBB races where there's like tricks that have like alternatives, and then there's like the Uber backup of like just doing it the casual way. Like I had a scenario like that in a BFBB race one time where it's like I miss a trick, and then there's like the like hard backup trick that saves like more time that I went for. And then you miss that, and it's like, well, what should you do in that scenario? Like, there's not really a right answer objectively.
I think this trick is just, high enough consistency that you can afford to go for it twice.
I mean, yeah, I don't think Rimwalk is quite on the difficulty level of the thing that I experienced at
Was
one
that
time.
ski ball abuse or something like that? That's
No,
not
it
a
was
trick.
it's a trick in SpongeBob's Dream, like
Okay.
like a skip the level kind of trick. But like, yeah, I mean, Rimwalk, I mean, especially for someone like Kemi, like I feel like you could reliably hit that again
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
went for the second
For
time.
sure, for sure.
It's just that you're in kind of a rough spot if it happens a second time. So, I
She
mean,
played this 6 well, by the way. We didn't comment on it really, but like it was like pretty fast. It was also not the hardest 6, but like it was pretty urgent play from her. Just had a small Dweevil be annoying at the end, but otherwise like solid. That was nice. And I think she got some bugs. At least one anode, maybe 2. And I think also Cap played this pretty well, but the fact that he has no white Pikmin definitely makes like the flowchart for SCX3 assumes white Pikmin, right? You can't. It's very difficult to reactively play our flowchart when we don't have the resources that make the flowchart work. But he's gonna go to 15 here, I'm sure. Like,
even if it
and
were like worst possible, I imagine he
yeah,
would go 15.
like you just can't.
It's also
I
not a
think.
great scenario that 3 didn't have a flower either.
Oh, Kemi's doing the cool thing. I love double drone combat. I think it's so cool when it works out well. It's
Yeah, it's a little
really difficult.
scary.
With this purple count,
It'd
it
be
is
nice if
definitely
it shot
scary.
the tower grink, which it is doing.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, that was very
nice.
good.
Oh, nice stun. That's really good for Kemi.
She
I
only
don't
had like
remember.
7 purples total. That's a
Yeah,
bit of an issue.
I don't know what the stun chance is for a Groink based on of a purple pound. Let me check that actually. It's very
I
easy
think
to
it's
verify.
like it's got to be in like the middle of the pack as far as like enemies in the whole game. I
Most
imagine.
most most enemies are 30%. So I'm expecting to see 30% as well. We'll see. You're on your own while I check this, my king.
Oh my god, Cap fucking whipping it on that rim walk.
That's a very Cap thing to do. Cap is a whipper. Yeah, it's 30%.
Oh, Kemi's, yeah, that Groink was coming in at a really awkward time, so the Pikmin management became a bit of an issue.
I mean, to the people in chat, right? Having low purples is not anywhere near as much of an issue as having low whites is.
Oh my god, I
can
love this from
play.
Cap.
Yeah, this is scary to me. It worked out. Okay, yeah. I think that's a very fair way of playing this. Just stealing it from under their nose.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you don't have to kill any of it. Like
Yeah.
the alternative is that like you just you kill everything and then you just put like 2 purples on the thing and like maybe a few other Pikmin.
I think Cap overall played this SCX6 a little better because of this. Or well, we're gonna see. Like maybe he just messes up or is very unurgent here, but like I don't know. It's like this.
Okay, in my opinion, you don't bother killing any of this. You just kill the poison and then you stun the Dweevils a second time.
Switch to poison, switch to poison, do the 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 poison, do the
Okay,
poison.
so
Yeah,
Cap.
that's so much time loss from not doing the poison here. Like the second trigger is
Cap's
not moving at all.
mentality. So his mentality was correct at the beginning of the floor in terms of ignoring enemies, but then it
Then yeah, he slowed
switched.
down. That's a bit unfortunate. Like that would have been a big catch up. Oh, Kenny growing purples
Yeah,
here?
she's also growing. Well, she had 14 going in, and she clearly does not have 14 right now. So
She also
I
did
think
like
she needs
she
this.
left some behind, you know, and stuff like that. So I respect that. I also like, you know,
Oh my
like
god,
people
she
say
tried so hard to not throw a leaf purple there. Okay, so the thing is that like people blame that like swapping to leaves and flowers or whatever on the D-pad, but there's actually a mechanic there that I don't think people realize.
Oh, please enlighten
Which is
us.
that like when you grab like a leaf or whatever and try to press up and switch to a flower, I think it's the same if you press down, but usually we press up. The thing is that the game's trying to swap to buds and you don't have buds, so it just does nothing in terms of like which Pikmin you're holding, but it actually does reorganize your squad when you do that.
Oh,
Like it shifts, like if you're holding a leaf and you try to switch to flowers, like okay, so when you grab the leaf to begin with, it like organizes the squad and puts all the leaves behind you, but then you press up on the D-pad and it puts all the flowers behind you while you're still holding a leaf. So it's trying to switch to buds, but you don't have buds, so it just keeps the leaf in your hand. But it still reorganizes.
Cap
Which is why it takes like 2 tries to switch to flowers usually.
I think Cap definitely played this a little wrong here. There was he didn't recognize that the you know that the lid was right behind him, and he's gonna get some reuse out of this. But like the proper way to do this, in my opinion, is you start with this lid with you know full blue load.
Well,
or you do like
as in
Kenny
like
did
the
and you do
very
combat
first thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird depending on where Romeo is.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I definitely prefer what Kemi did, especially for a race.
But I don't think you go like I think that you definitely if you do choose to go to tape first, you don't go with the whole squad, right? Or you don't go with the whole squad minus purples. You have to leave some guys not going there.
Yeah, I think the ideal scenario is probably lid combat tape, maybe, and then you can try, and then you can lure Romeo off while you're getting lid, perhaps with the captain. I think what Kemi did isn't that much worse, especially because she got the bugs from it.
Yeah, I like what Kemi did a lot, personally. Of course I did.
Yeah.
I also liked her growth on you know, like we usually say like growing on what's the sub-level name? On FC1. Sorry, like if you want to grow purples, you should grow on FC1. I kind of feel like I like what she did here because growth on FC1 means that you are never flowering those Pikmin, basically. And that really sucks.
Yeah, it means you have to hope for a doodlebug.
You have to hope for a doodlebug or you know, spawning like, okay, you have to hope for a doodlebug, but the issue is that the doodlebugs, you know, usually plucking the purples is one of the last things you do on the floor. So sometimes you do flip a doodlebug, and it's like there's no time to actually flower. Cap also deciding to grow both blues and 10 purples here. That's very
Oh my god, he sniped that queen with that blue.
He's growing a lot.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if he's low on purples, though. Is he that low on purples? Does he need to grow 10 purples? Yeah, that's 10.
Well, I mean, he was low on white. I mean, he lost a lot of purples on sub-level 1, is the thing.
He did. He had a bit of a nightmare situation happening.
I mean, maybe you could have got away with 1 queen or no queens and just taken out reds, but I mean, he was down a lot of Pikmin. I mean, the thing here about Cap's play is that, like, whether you grow or not, you're probably not winning if Kemi plays well.
Yeah.
So you have to hope that Kemi makes a mistake somewhere, and to
And
be
that you
able to
can capitalize
capitalize,
on it.
yeah, then you need all your Pikmin to be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah. I think like this is a really unfortunate race. I'm gonna
Okay,
be
I kind
honest.
of
Like,
disagree with Kemi throwing these whites instead of just like C-sticking into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
present.
I think like I feel a little bad for shitting on Cap for some of his plays. I feel like what we're seeing from him is literally just I got the insanest, craziest, terrible circumstance that should never happen. Now I
Yeah.
am just eating shit because I haven't come back from that dark place yet, right? Um,
He also didn't take out reds, which I probably would have done.
yeah, me too.
Yeah. Also,
I like
Kemi took a risk on this with the combat because all her purples went on the treasures.
yeah, for
And
sure,
it
for
kind
sure.
of didn't work because
She
she
tried
lost a
3
bunch of
purple
whites.
combat.
But I mean, she grew extra whites.
She's got
In
40
total.
whites, dude. She's so fine. She
Yeah,
can
so
kill a
it's
couple
like
of them.
fine.
Oh, I hate that. But okay, Cap makes it work.
Honestly, you really don't need to be that aggressive with like going past those blowhogs on this
Yeah.
split, especially with how far the fossil was for him. Also, did he take
That looks
whites
like a
out of
good
the ship? I
SC3.
feel like he didn't.
Ooh, maybe he forgot. No, yeah, he definitely forgot. He had 84. He had 85 Pikmin out of SCX. Cap, you can't forget that. You really need those
Also, I
guys.
think this is like probably the easiest read on the planet for Kemi, assuming the ring's here.
It is for sure. Like it is absolutely the most distant alcove from that. Although, yeah, there is a fire geyser that could swing things around, but the difference in distance score is definitely
Yeah, that one has
above
a lot of
5 units.
distance.
There is one room in this sublevel where the difference in distance scores between the furthest exit and the second furthest exit is less than 5, which means that a single geyser like this would swap the position of the ring and the candle. That can happen, but not in this room.
It's the room without this like middle thing, right? Like it's this
Yes. Well, there's 3 rooms here. There's the one without the middle thing that's kind of squarish, and there's the one that's also like the one.
And then there's the hallways one that she's in right now.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right to say that the spawn one is the one where that scenario can happen. But thankfully, it's very rare. It's like, a thing I saw one time in practice, basically. Cap saving some of those purples.
Okay, yeah, this is becoming a bit of an issue with these doodle bugs.
I love when the doodle bugs activate every single enemy in the game. That is fantastic. You guys are awesome. My biggest haters.
Yeah, if you like doodle bugs in pod, let me introduce you to them in
Doodle
AT.
bugs in AT. Wow. Did you guys know that AT actually has like 15 different gazillion enemies that are worse than the worst enemy in pod? Did you guys know that? No? Have you ever fought a jelly float? No, I haven't. Okay.
Well, okay, it's just the thing is that like I feel like Cap dealt with the doodle bugs well because it's hard to not think of this 4 in pod as like baby mode after playing it in AT because it can get so much worse than that.
JPEG is spitting. Thank you, Nightwolf. I really like what Kemi did when she played this floor. By the way, we didn't mention it, but her read was that she correctly read the position of the heavier treasure based
Oh my
on
god,
score,
amazing 4.
and she put more on the dig so that it would happen quicker. Right? She put more than 10, so that was very clever. I really like that play. Yes, this is the classic.
God,
this is the classic 4 that just is incredibly fast.
Okay, so this is really scary.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you're not gonna
fine,
capitalize on this RNG if it's not scary. So like you kind of just have to suffer a little bit on this 4.
It's gonna be so okay. Look at this, like.
Yeah. Because like any other way of playing that floor safely is gonna lose you a lot of time given how good the RNG is. So
that was a lot of deaths. That was she's down to 58. I didn't see her. Yeah, I agree, Jack. Like, definitely throw 1 at the marble there just to get it moving so that this situation doesn't happen. But also, like, She did get zapped a bunch here. I didn't see the exact amount, but I'm pretty sure it was like at least 7 Pikmin.
Okay, given the low amount of Pikmin Cap has, I think this was fine because
Yeah.
if you did the present first, then the boot would have been like so much further behind.
Still more Pikmin than Cap? No, no longer. This is no longer true. I don't know. Camille could always have a big massacre, a big problem. Like this game is like that.
He also does not have the lens advantage that
Anymore,
Cap still
yeah.
has.
Yeah, you're definitely right that there's like the lead she has is artificially 40 minutes, 40 seconds
40
bigger
minutes.
because yeah, 40 minutes would be a little crazy. Cap can't win, sadly. Dude, don't give up, Jack Draz.
I mean, it's gonna be really hard.
It's gonna be hard, but you know, you gotta play these, right? Kemi told you one time, like, she won because someone got breadbook crash on GK6, and
Yeah,
you
there's
might
plenty of
hate to
things
win
that
like
could
that, but also
happen.
like right now she's winning because he crashed twice in a well, you know, she's also been playing well. But part of her lead is a double crash, which cost Cap a absolutely absurd amount of time.
I mean, we literally had a race at one of the meetups that me and Kemi did, where she crashed on GK6 when she
Yeah.
was ahead by like 2 minutes.
Didn't hear no bell yet. Crazy that's me saying that after I was like, yeah, I would like to reset my run if I ever fall like 5 seconds behind. I think I would like to go home instead.
I mean, if there's anyone that's not gonna like get phased by mistakes like this happening, or like just unfortunate events happening, it's gonna be Cap. Is the thing.
I'm not sure I agree with that. Cap, I feel like Cap is a very momentum-based player. When he plays well, he keeps playing well, and when he plays bad, he can like go down rabbit holes of playing early game for 15 hours. I agree that he's not the worst player to be in this situation for sure, but I think there's also like players I would
Well,
count
I
on
mean, I
more.
also just didn't want to say myself because I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
King, yeah, don't say yourself, indeed. Uh, that's good from Cap. He's not gonna have issues with Fire Geyser here, and that was well timed. Ooh. Always a little scary to whistle off like as soon as the ring pops out like this, because this is the bomb drops like a tiny bit later than you think. You have to wait for it to blow up.
See, getting all these bugs. Like, I feel like that was just not necessary.
Yeah. Need to kind of speed up that bell right now. That bell is slow. Yeah, he knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. Cap knows. I did not get to look at this FC7 at all, but I'm gonna guess that
I
it
think it was
was
pretty
not trivial.
easy. Because the thing is that like the yo-yo, I believe, was in that little like alcove that was like close to spawn. So I mean, there's only so hard that ones like that can be.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah. Oh, Kemi 8071 out of here? Is that her money with after the last? Okay, yeah. So she needs 34 in bugs in order to finish the run now. So she's in a good position money-wise. 20 deaths.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
I
don't
mean,
know what it is
Kemi,
about races and people just like having to grow 40 Pikmin. Dang, Surgeon, that's a big difference. That's 5 minutes? Jeez.
oh my god.
Yeah, Cap just needs a like a triple crash or something. I'm really sad with the way this run went. Like this was not the race I was hoping it would be, I have to admit. Cap
Yeah,
played
I
this really well
mean,
though. I like this. Like that is just I think he played this FC4 very, very strong. A little better than Kemi.
yeah, I think uh it's just like the foresight, right? Like Cap has seen this RNG a lot. And I feel like Kemi's seen it a decent amount, I think, but like Cap just knows that like if you like it's a similar thing to like how on SCX 6 we like to get the spawn bolt early into the floor. Because like Cap knows that this floor is gonna be really chaotic on good RNG. So like you just aren't really gonna have time to go back for that.
Honestly, I think it kind of depends on the specific layout you see. Like I've seen this floor and this RNG be like completely fine because the enemies are all in the shitty hallway room. Yeah, Jack. I mean, I kind of feel you. I really wish that this hadn't happened the way it did. I like if the players want to make this a best of three, you know, oh, we shouldn't take away Kemi's win like this, but you know, it is very very unfortunate and like I don't know, man. Like, yeah, Cap could have played better, but like when I think about it, would I have picked myself back up easily from a double fucking crash on Pileated? I think I would have shattered myself on the ground like a mirror. So I cannot fault him for any bad plays here, and I find it kind of impressive that he's hanging on and trying. He's gonna be very high on money. This is 8179 for him, so he's 6 away from getting to skip, mine.
Okay, if I were Kemi, I would have just thrown one red at that fire geyser instead of dismissing, because like that's half the point of bringing reds in. But she's also losing all her purples.
That was
Only four. Well, I mean, out of like the 12 that she has, that is like all.
How
her
does she
purples.
have 12? Did she grow on
Okay, I don't know the exact
SCX
number,
8?
but like she does not. She wasn't working with a lot to begin with, just based on like looking at the squad. I don't know exactly how many she has.
I don't hate how she played this, but I definitely think that, like, in general, when you go into COS2, your immediate priority needs to be the ducky.
Oh my god,
T-pose!
T-posing blue.
T-pose on fire! This guy is imposing his supremacy on others while dying? That's so cool of him. Yeah, Cap, with the correct read here, he saw the alcove and he saw the gauge go up as he was near it, so he's
Yeah,
gonna
I think
just
he was
beeline
considering
to this.
going the other way first, but then
Yes.
had to looked at the gauge and realized.
Easy read here, yeah, that's a very simple layout.
Okay, I honestly would have started the dig first, but like
Yes, me too.
whatever.
I think the dig is gonna be the slower thing here. Start the dig first, and if there's a need to, like, steal some whites after the others are able to work.
I think
Um,
honestly, you could just play this like the typical split one where you like full send the dig first and then like whistle switch on it to get your whites back.
Love that from Kemi. Absolutely love that. I think the play of 2 purples and then, 2 whites or 3 whites on this
Okay, I don't
this
know why
cannon
we're not starting the gate to the hole though while we're
is
already here, but I mean,
fantastic. Yeah, I think she just misread and now she's tunnel visioning on I need to dig, and that's gonna cost her a little bit.
oh, she doesn't even realize it's gated, I guess.
Oh, that might be a pretty significant time loss. She's also probably like you have to realize also that Kemi right now does not know that Cab double pileated crashed, right? Kemi is probably still in the
Yeah.
mindset of, oh my god, I fucked up early
Okay, if
moves.
she's
This
smart,
is so
she'll
over
be
for me.
looking at the cutscene right now and notice.
Yeah, she'll see. But
Yeah, it's also like the same concept that we just talked about. It's like the time it takes to like get out of the chaos and go back to the thing that you were just at is like it's really hard to make that work and be safe about it.
and she has reds, right? You can easily
Yeah.
just dismiss your reds on this shit, and like it'll give you a clean, good amount of Pikmin working on it that also have strong destruction power. Cap 8186, so he is exactly
Oh, yeah, he's really good on money. I
money.
don't think he
Yeah.
needs any bugs at all.
Yes, that is he needs the 2 big boys, and if he gets them, he is exactly 1 Poco over the money requirement after skipping mine.
He could skip the ball bear body and just get like 3 annos as well,
He could
depending
do
on
that.
if the forward's bad.
He could definitely do that. If he gets like TC, he could look at another skip.
I don't think you get TC on.
No,
ones
yeah, I
worse
think
than mine.
TC would require like 30 more bugs to be worth something for Cap here.
It's also just
well, no,
what would you even skip with it? Is
2
the
smalls.
thing.
You skip 2 smalls. You get TC.
I don't
and
think
skip
it's
the 2
worth
smalls.
it unless it's literally a 0-second treasure.
Like it is kinda. Urban retimed it recently, and apparently the 2 small skip is like way better than we thought. It's like 35-40 seconds. So as long as you're not, investing that much time into TC, you're saving time by getting TC, and skipping 2 smalls. But
That's really weird that it's that much.
yeah, I was also weirded out. But so
Also, why does nobody deload that
6
while you want them to
purples.
enter?
6
Yeah,
purples.
6. Yeah, 6
We
purples
are
is
doing
gonna
this
be a
with.
little
How
trouble.
did you even do this, Kemi? How are
You
we?
know,
How
this
are
is
we at this
a
point?
this is best possible Chemi amount of purples
This
right
is
now.
I grow on 2 if this is gonna happen. Oh my god, that is so
Well,
annoying.
2 didn't have a gate on them one of the treasures, so the flower
Oh,
might
you're
have been
right. Yeah, it was
cheated.
probably gated. No, this is so awful. I hate
Okay,
playing
well
BLM with that many
that's
purples.
actually not as bad as it could have been,
Yeah, it
all things
could have been
considered.
worse, but like, god damn it, man.
See, she has the low purples BLL strats, so
Oh,
she
she's gonna get cutscened. She's gonna get lockout out of being able to do the fast key load. That's hilarious. Okay, Cap. I like how Cap is playing this. I think he's gonna rush to Ducky,
Oh, and
right?
ignoring that other Wollywog,
Yeah,
that's really good.
yeah, rushing to Ducky, and
Oh
then
my
just
god, Cap is fucking killing this dude right now. Oh, except what are we doing, brother? Oh, it is the wrong one.
yeah, it was the wrong one. That's
With
that's
both
why
of
he
us
was not
are
killing it that hard. But no, Cappy, please. She needs to stop doing that. I'm gonna,
I
I'm
didn't see
gonna.
what Kemi was doing.
She keeps like spinning the camera. She's gonna make me throw up.
Dude, Cap left like 10 purples on this body that got dweebled instead of having them to stun the other dweebles.
God damn. Yeah, kind of messy in the end from Cap here. Just I think the maybe the prioritization of the frog order was a little wrong. Like you don't need to kill the just one blue distract. I think on the Wollywog that doesn't have the treasure is very good. We are getting mine here. Yep.
I think she needs 25 extra bodies.
How many bugs did she get inside? Did you see? Because she needed
I think the
34.
number I saw was 8745, I believe, or 8740.
Ooh, I do
I
not know
forget,
any
somewhere like
numbers
that.
post COS. I just count like okay, and I just count from what I needed in FC, and then doing the math from there. So I cannot tell you
Well, the
what's
number
Cap gonna
entering
do.
GK is that you need 8845. So,
Cap is gonna load this first. I like this. Cap has been recently talking about how much he likes loading the gate
yeah,
first.
this is a pretty big capism. I mean, I would have got the can maybe moving with a few Pikmin on the way in, but I think if you go to this room first, then you definitely have to start the gate while you're there.
I feel like he might have put a little too many Pikmin on the can, but that was I think overall that was strongly played.
Well,
I
he
like
still has
this a
like
lot.
20 something whites for the digs, which is
Yeah,
good.
I like that
I
play. I think
I
that was
think this
good.
was good for Cap.
Yeah,
Like,
well
I
played.
think he definitely played this 3 better than Kemi did.
Yeah. He also played SH7 like 3 times better than she did, at least.
8820, so Kemi needs 25 bodies.
Okay. So that means she only got 9 in bugs in COS. A very useful statistic to know about. No, that one purple got zapped. What a sad thing. It was a purple leaf that was never going to get flowered. Actually, it was going to get flowered. That sucks.
Nightwolf Kemi skipped the table on SCX1.
Yes. She table was it was top to bottom, and table was in stump on the high spawn, so it was
I
terrible.
don't even think it was like the best skip layout. It's just that like
It was a good one.
I mean, yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad. It's just that like Kemi was like in the middle of the middle room before she like made the decision, which is a little unfortunate. Like ideally you are like in spawn and make that decision. Because like she had already committed to like going in there and killing the poison and stuff.
Are we gonna see anything here that can or could get Cab back in this race? I kind of don't think so. Like, I like the possibility of a breadbug crash is here, but not looking too likely. Honestly, people have been saying in chat this is Drover and all, and I'm trying my best to make it seem like this is an exciting race and there's still like a big swing potential left. But yeah, this was kind of over when Cab
I
double
mean, yeah, it's just the
double
problem is
fucked up.
that Kemi is like gonna play this really consistent, I think.
Well, she still thinks she's playing from behind, dude. Oh, the cap setup failed. The cap setup failed. Incredible. It's not 100%
Oh my
consistent.
god,
Cap revenge. Cap
everyone
revenge. Cap revenge.
everyone go unfollow Cap right now.
I'm
Okay.
unfollowing Cap. I'm hating Cap. I'm a hater. I'm a
Kemi can
hater.
play this 3 a lot more like idealistically because both the bread bugs were in spawn.
Yes. So that means you focus
Oh,
cups.
except not really because she's like There's like nothing over here. There's every anode. Oh my god, this is so scary. Why are we doing this, Kemi? Kemi, you are not at risk of getting red bug. Why are we doing this?
My heart. Oh, she lost like 10 Pikmin there. She's so low, man.
This is gonna go.
Chemical QQ, why are you
Oh my
doing
god,
this?
this is gonna. She's gonna lose all this.
Yeah, I actually hate this.
Okay, never mind. No, she isn't. I think it's past by now.
Chemical
But that's
QQ.
so scary because like, it's a lot easier when these are going at like the same time. And she put a bunch of whites on the clacker. So now, like, not only was it really scary, but now she has the compass moving more slowly.
The drift compass.
This is still not safe. She still didn't flip the hands she needed to
terrifying.
flip.
He is just gonna get bowled.
Oh my god.
Darcy bows. Oh my god, Kemi, what are you? No.
Okay,
Kemi.
so we just said that Kemi's gonna play this really consistently, but I mean,
She's gonna get locked out. She's gonna get locked out. She's gonna get locked out. Is a catastrophe gonna zap 30 Pikmin? Find out next time on Holy Shit, this game is great.
yeah, this is
No, she's gonna blow again.
Suspect.
No, okay. Okay, that ended so well compared to what I thought was going
She
to
honestly got really lucky. Like, I talked about this in the stream chat during the Maya versus Ghostly race. And it's the thing of, like, if you're gonna be super duper risky, then you have to be, like, zoom in. Which is generally what Kemi's really good at. It's just that, like, when you start to misplay a floor like this and still keep the same style, then it can go really wrong.
Yeah, like it's a style that makes mistakes compound really hard. God, that was rough.
Also, Cap, what are we doing on these scales,
Cap is struggling to throw a purple Pikmin. A purple guy. Purple guy? FNAF reference? Oh my god.
Oh, he had the scales tipped back over with Louie in it to fix it. That's what happened.
I respect Cap for how much, goodwill he's still putting into this shit. I
think Cap is gonna play that GK3 a lot better.
Cap's been playing well, man.
If it's Moke throws, okay, Kemi has like 0 purples.
Yeah, she's gonna have to kill this guy with whites. Oh,
okay, also,
but like the
thing
little
about
guys are gonna
doing
snack.
This,
the little guys are gonna snack on her whites so hard. This is
also really scary.
Oh,
okay, have you ever had? Okay, so something that can happen with this Bulbear is that the whites get eaten like spaced out from each other.
Yes, and his HP regen.
Yeah,
his HP regen
health.
wins it out. I know. Yeah. That happened to me very recently.
That happened to me like the other day.
It's sucky. She made that work eventually, but Cap, are we growing even more purples? I think he's just trolling.
Well, I mean, he has free time, so
yeah.
Like,
he's like, this is the purple growth that screams, my soul is hurt right now. Yeah, Moke throws with low purples is not that bad, Star, as long as you only need to get 1 purple up there. If it's 1, it's fine. If it's high and big, it's
3 purples
awful.
And got 1 up there. So.
Yeah, it's fine. Like that's not like, I think that's okay. It's skillful, right? But the real terrifying situation is you have 4 purples and high in vig. That is the hateful situation. Alright, let's see the GK3 from Cap. I'm really curious.
I have a feeling Cap is going to play this a lot more correctly.
We'll see. He sees the 2 boys. Is he gonna go hard right? No.
Oh, no, I would have gone to the right, man.
Why are we not going in the correct direction?
Because you don't want to kill any of this.
We're just walking. He just walked in there.
Oh my god.
Stole the
well, I mean, this is still pretty risky, but like, it's still better than what Kemi did, I think.
I'm feeling like we're seeing Cab just not care that much about his life right now.
I would have started the compass first, honestly.
Yeah.
Because then you have them, like, because not only is it the farther treasure, but you have them moving back to spawn together, so you only have to flip these anodes, like, once.
Brother, Cap is definitely just not caring, like, about a single thing that happens right now, He just lost 13 Pikmin, he doesn't care, I think.
Well, they were all blues, so, like, okay,
no,
now they're not all blues. Now it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Also, he tried to distract the Blowhog with a purple at the start, and I feel like that just never works.
It's so bad.
The game just doesn't like that.
Accepts to be taken away like that.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know why neither of them went through that like short path first that the treasures can't go through. Like
Yeah.
that seems like the obvious play to me.
I'm telling you, man. I think Kemi is nervous and didn't see it, and I think Cap is fucking done with this shit. I think Cap right now is communicating that his soul left his body about an hour ago, and yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be real. This was a bad race.
Yeah, this
This
is
was a
one of those
shitty race.
races.
It's sad because it was so hype going into it, and it's like we
Oh,
actually need
apparently Kemi needs a lot of money as well.
we need
So
a
we're not
creative
totally out
staggered
of the
code
woods.
guys. How much did she enter with? If it's
Sergeant is saying 96,
that's
which
fine.
is
She can finish with that. She needs
yeah, you need like everything on this floor though.
she can skip one node or one bread
That's
bug.
well, yeah, that's if you were like getting bed bugs as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be slow for her, but I mean, the chance
Well,
of
at least
losing
GBB
5
is
minutes here
secured,
is
but like you gotta go around and start killing and collecting everything.
no. There's no Barack Obama here. Barack his term is over.
Is it Barack? No, unfortunately. Oh my god, Cap, my goat, getting
My
it first
goat
try.
single purple Pikmin thingy. What a Chad. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to implement
Oh my
affiliated
god,
crash prevention code.
whistling off that like Cap just did is kind of sketchy.
Oh, that went so far. Are we Barack? Are we Barack? The rubber went so far.
Where is the bread bug doing? It's doing the thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
happened
it's
in that other
glitched.
race.
Yeah, they just glitch. They're a glitchy enemy.
So we've got Michael Jackson in the race right now.
Oh,
Mm.
Michael Jackson is such a good word for that. Let's call him Jack. Dude, he's
He's just he's just vibing right now, you
Billie
know.
Jean is not his lover. Look at he go. She needs to stop him. No,
I mean,
she'll be
needs
fine.
one of these bread
She
bugs.
just needs one of them. Please kill Jack, though. I mean, not, yeah, please do.
Wait,
Oh,
hold
she
on.
didn't try to, she didn't do
Wait,
the
this
tights thing.
wait, this
Force the
5 is
tights.
weird.
Yeah, very weird.
What
I
is
also
going
didn't,
on?
I also didn't.
Oh my god,
like,
imagine if that egg bounced it over the wall.
That would have been so pog. That would have been pog as fuck. We're flowering? Are we flowering? When someone doesn't flower here, you know that they're alive. Okay, no, he flowered. Alright, Kemi. Get in this call.
I don't know if I want to say GG's. This race
No,
was
this was
kind of...
BG's. This was awful G's. This was the worst G's of all time. I'm upset about this. Hop into call, though. Lad. Hello, Kemi. Congrats.
But wait, are you kidding me?
This
Cap
is one of...
crashed
Cap
twice on
crashed
SH7.
twice. He lost a bunch of Pikmin in SCX.
No, he crashed twice on SH7. That's the thing that happened. Okay, he lost. This race was terrible. Like you popped out of White Flower Garden cash.
He actually
Crab
made back
cash.
several minutes in Perplexing Pool, if we're being honest.
Yeah, but like he was 5 minutes behind you entering FC3. Like
I feel like I need to go sit on the floor. What the hell?
I'm sorry, but like everything about this was terrible.
Yeah.
This is the
I-
kind of race that I'm just upset to have watched.
I don't condone anything I did in this run. Please
Oh,
don't
he
say
won't condone
like that.
anything either. He
No.
grew like 40 purples for fun, shit like that. Like we saw a defeated man on this side of the field.
So neither of
Yeah.
you played GK3 correctly, and I'm a little upset.
Oh my god, GK3 made us so upset.
Yeah, I was so checked out at this point. I was like,
Yeah.
probably finishing by now, and just whatever. It's who cares?
But like that's what you've been telling me though. That's what you were telling me at the
Yeah.
start. You can't check out because sometimes your opponent double crashes on SH7. Like
Out of all the things that can happen, he must be so mad.
I think his soul has left his body. Like he's just playing, automatically.
You've got to be kidding me, dude.
Yeah, this is BG. This is dog shit. I hated this. Go sleep both.
He's also gonna lose
Seriously.
to he's gonna lose to GBB, by the way, and finish like a lot later than he should have.
Yeah, but I mean, like at this point, you just gotta accept that your soul is gone. This is just so sad for him because he was like, you know what he did that was cool as fuck? My man has not watched the Louis cutscene at all.
Oh yeah, he actually skipped
What?
the
He remembered it. He missed Louis skip, and then you too, and then you watched it on day 4, and he was like, "I'm gonna try my route idea of not watching the Louis cutscene at all," and he made it work. So he actually saved time on you by doing that. Probably, maybe. But everything else went so wrong for him that through things that are not really his fault as well. That yeah.
Jesus Christ. I feel like I owe him like. I feel like
A
I have
beer.
to buy him like several beers.
Yeah, you gotta
Just
like
in
at the
condolences.
meetup, you just show up with like 15 different beers.
Huge case of his favorite, whatever, like margarita or no, pina colada ingredients.
You know what you
Jesus,
should do?
I was just skill issuing the entire time, but he got like so rolled by other stuff.
Well, he had some skill issues as well at some points, but like I feel like for both of you, we were like Curtis and I were like,
Oh my God,
look at
he's-
this text! He's
he's
slow
doing-
texting! This man is
Yo.
so defeated!
He's doing Japanese
Oh!
text. Let's go.
This
Not
man
actually
is defeated!
Japanese text.
Poor Cap. Poor Cap.
I would be defeated too. I really
Yeah.
would be. Like I thought I
yeah.
was defeated. Joining this call, I thought like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's so over for me.
We were talking about it like the whole time at the end. Like both of these players probably think that they are losing extremely hard right now.
Yeah.
And only one of them is right in that assessment. And it's not Kimmy.
Yeah, that's why you can't give up.
You can't give up.
Just...
Yeah, I was like somewhat checked out. I was very tilted, right? Like you saw I lost like 26 purples in the run or something stupid.
It was crazy. Cap, immediate go offline. Oh,
Oh my
no.
God.
Yep.
My man is. Oh, he's definitely not joining comms.
No.
That's
That's a
fine.
shame.
We have to respect that. A man's
Yeah.
got a stew in his self-hatred.
Yeah, so Kemi, you entered VOR2 with 14 purples, which is like best case scenario for you. So
Okay, that's lower than I have done in like months. But I was so like, oh god, like I fucked up early blues again in
Yeah.
a race versus Cap. Same
By
thing happened
popping
2 years
out
ago in the
In the
last
first
tournament.
spot. How do you pop
Yeah.
out on the first spot? It's the second
I
one
don't
that's
know.
difficult.
That never happens to me. I have
I
no idea
know.
what happened.
Ah.
And that moment, I was just like, my soul has left my body here,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, let's just
Lots of
fucking
souls
finish.
collected today.
Seriously, yeah.
It's a shame because, this was so competitive into early blues. You were maybe 5 seconds away from each other. It was like you were just stealing like a very small lead back and forth for a good while. And then that happens and you were like strongly behind. And then we watched SH and like Cap plays SH2 a little better. I think you played SH4 and 5 SH4 a little better, he plays SH5 a little better, the lead changes by increments, and then that 7 just puts him 3 minutes behind, and it's like, well, I don't know if it was 3 minutes, it was a very large amount, and at that point I think, it's so hard to come back from that mentally.
Yeah, like out of
And-
all the things that can happen to you, I think that one just crushes your soul
Yeah.
the most. Like that's
'Cause
never
it's so
happened
rare.
before.
I don't think I've ever heard of someone, well, of course it just ends the run usually, but
Yeah, so you never tried for a
Twice in a
second
row.
one, right?
it's
Jesus.
insane.
I actually can't believe that. I need to go and watch this.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see, it's just, we're in complete disbelief of, over, whether the stream got cut, or if he actually got double pileated crash. It's such a crazy coincidence that it happens twice
Seriously.
now. Let's see. I wanted to talk about some seeds or some sub-levels, which ones. I remember really liking your SCX2, that was very well played.
Oh
Very
yeah,
nice.
I was happy with that. I think.
I really
think I played
like-
3 pretty well as well.
Yes, I think 3 was pretty good too. 6 was good as well. That was nice, well played. 7 also. You just played SCX very well. Except Rimwalk. We were arguing for like an hour after that over if when you fail Rimwalk once, you should try again or not.
I feel like as soon as I fail once, my mental state just immediately drops like 3 levels down.
You
And
know,
so it's
that's
just like,
fair.
I'm not going to hit the second one anyway.
FC1 was pretty good. FC2 was pretty good. FC3 was fine. 4 there was a little bit of difficulty. I think there was a lot of enemy spam.
Yeah.
And Marble ended up costing you time.
Yeah. It was at that point when I had really low purples when I was just like, man,
Yeah.
like that. It was at that point when I like kind of stopped trying a little bit more. Like
Yeah.
SEX, I was still like, okay, I'm behind, but if I play really well, I could still catch up, right? But then FC, when I had low purples, and I was like, man, I'm actually going to be doing like I'm going to do the meme BLL with 4 purples. Like it's going to happen.
You know what I liked actually?
Uh,
I also liked your growth. Okay, so I liked your BLL first of all. Like for playing BLL with 6 purples, that was like actually unreasonably clean in my opinion. I
I
have played worse BLLs like that this with twice this amount of purples.
I'm telling you, you do it enough times and you just like know how to do it. Like
It's
there's a
crazy.
technique.
It still lost like 30 seconds, but you know,
Yeah.
it was
It,
only 30 as opposed to a minute.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that forced save time over my PB.
That's so funny. I liked your growth on SCX8, right? We never grow on SCX8. That's not a thing we do. We always say FC1 is better. I like that you did it, and then you had the opportunity for instant flowering, because that's always the thing I hate about FC1 purple growth. You just frequently end up with leaves for a half year, and they just are very good at not doing anything and getting themselves killed.
Yeah, you have to like deal with a doodle bug
Yeah,
at like the end of the floor if you want to flower them there, which kind of sucks. But as soon as I saw the 4 geyser on 8, I was just like, you know what? This is like kind of hashtag
Yeah.
good.
I really respected that. Cap also had to grow a bunch. He grew like 2 queen candy pops and 2 purples.
Oh wow, what,
2
what
purple
happened?
flowers. Yeah, I don't even remember. I feel like okay, so actually I do remember. A lot of things happened. So his counts were okay, were perfectly fine entering day 6, and then he drowned all the Pikmin on the ring because he had issues with doing the plug.
He left Louis at spawn and had to bring him all the way over
Yeah,
after starting the ring, and then he was like, "I'm just gonna throw Pikmin on the plug like normal instead of doing the backup."
yeah.
So
He just
he drowned
forgot.
his whites.
So all the whites drowned, and then when he loaded the ring, he loaded it with 5 whites, 5 blues. So he entered SCX with about 5 whites.
Jesus Christ.
And then I don't remember where he lost that many. Was he the one who had? Yeah, he was the one who had like big trouble on combat in 1. He lost like a bunch of purples there. I think 2 and 3 were fine, but there was just like general somewhere there was something that happened that cost him a lot, and he was like 70 Pikmin
Yeah.
exiting SCX if he didn't grow. So he grew.
Oh yeah, Cap played SCX1 by the way
Oh yeah,
instead
he
of
did
skipping
actually
it.
play SCX1.
Right, yeah, he got lens, I assume,
Yes.
as well.
Yeah,
I
both
like
of you
that you
had
skipped it.
lens.
I was very much on your team for skipping SCX1 on this one.
Yeah, I mean I probably should have recognized that like as soon like on the come down if I was gonna skip that, but as soon as I saw how much shit I had to kill in order to get to the treasure, I was just like, no, I can't
Yeah.
be bothered.
Well, it was just because of like your bug situation as well. Like the only like playing it would have given you so many bugs if given that it was so slow, and they wouldn't have really helped you. So I think it was
Yeah.
fine to skip it.
I was
Yeah,
such a
and I
fan.
also would have
Sorry.
got 70% if I got those bugs.
I was such a fan of your play around 70%. You ended BK at 50-47. And then, and I was like, okay, so she basically played that perfect, right? She could have waited for one more big on BK6, and that would have been okay, but literally nothing more. So you really
Yeah.
skirted the line well there. I like that a lot. Um, what else is interesting? COS3, I remember Curtis got big mad at this one because the gate started late.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah, so like the thing is that like Cap sort of like changed our mentality a little bit on COS3 recently, where it's like,
maybe yours.
well, I mean, maybe not recently.
Sorry, Cap.
Well, I mean,
Love you.
it was kind of like a thing for a while where it's like starting the gate with like if like 10 to 15 immediately just means it's going to be like done by the end.
Yeah, yeah.
And my thing is always like if you're in of the wrong room first, you should at least see if like there's anything you can do to like mitigate
Yeah,
time
for sure,
wise.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
definitely agree with that. I
And
think
then
I don't wanna-
there was also like the concept of like how we say like if Bolt on SCX6 spawns in the spawn room, then we like to get it early. Because like getting yourself out of the chaos of the floor to go back for the thing you skipped earlier is not
so rough,
easy.
yeah.
Hello,
if
Cap.
it's like literally in the
Hello,
spawn
Cap.
room. Cap, hello.
Cap, we're so sorry.
Eh,
I'm
nothing of
I'm
value was lost.
I'm so
That
sorry.
was that was
Cap,
just
let me tell you, because you won't know this yet. I clipped out on early blues.
Oh,
And
that's
so
great. That means I
yeah,
probably only lost by like 3 or 4 minutes. That's good.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no, so
you lost by
I
like
was playing the whole run
3
like
minutes.
crazy tilted, thinking you were gonna be way ahead of me.
It
But
just I don't know. Fuck. I made a dumb mistake, and then I made another even dumber mistake because I was distracted thinking about how fucking behind I was on Enter SCX,
Yeah,
and that cascaded into making a whole bunch of other. I don't know. It's bad.
yeah,
it's really unfortunate because like double pileated crash should just never be a thing that happens at all.
Yeah. What the actual
I
flying
Yeah,
know
that
fuck?
it's
is a
actually
That's so
insane.
stupid.
new occurrence just dropped
seriously,
today.
Cap, what were you
This is
saying?
like a new
That's
nightmare I'll
so
have tonight.
dumb. What are the fucking odds? I mean, yeah, it must be just the way that because the position was consistent. Or at least like between the two crashes, maybe it was just the way I was throwing at that angle, at that slope.
It's
There
just
must have
you
been
hit the wrong
something.
frame, man. Your purple pounded on the frame that it shouldn't have, and that's
Yeah, you
twice
should
in a
have
row.
stood 1 pixel to the right, and then I wouldn't have.
Yeah, no,
But it's
Bro,
like
you
it's not
literally
literally
hit
knowable
the
at
something
all.
like
frame
that.
later or whatever.
Absolutely insane. I don't know. The problem is that it's hard because I don't even feel bad about the crashes, but then I felt myself making even more and more serious mistakes,
Okay,
and feeling making myself make those mistakes got me tilted, and then I made even more mistakes. I don't know. Like it's
that's
just kind of
fair.
hard when you're like, well, I'm behind, and then you're like, well, I'm playing bad.
That's
I
fair.
don't
Yeah,
know.
But like Cap, both Curtis and I were like some of those floors after the double crash were still like really impressive. I remember
Some of them were good. I don't know. I
no
feel
like
like
I like we really liked your FC4. You played that really flowchart and well. You saved a bunch of time here. I really liked what other floor? I really liked your COS2. That was also very nicely played, I think. Um
And 3.
CS2 is fine.
yes,
Yeah, I
COS2
don't
as
know. There
well.
was also
No,
like
like
a weird
you know,
thing where
that
I was
was
just
really
like,
good play in there.
well, I mean, the weird thing is that I lost a whole bunch of Pikmin, right? So like in the middle of
Yeah.
SCX, I was playing with like I think like SCX3 would have been fine if I was playing with like more whites.
Yeah,
Like
I mean
you know,
you entered with 5 whites. Like there's just not that much you can do
right.
playing SCX with 5 whites. Like
Yeah, I don't
at
know.
some
Like
point you're
that's the
gonna
whole
need
thing
to
where
do a
like, but
dig.
I don't know. That's the other thing where like I forgot to I. It's just the dumb thing that I would never do in a run. Like I forgot to whistle Louis on Enter
Yeah,
SCX.
yeah, it's so unlucky. We also really
Like, well, I mean, it's unlucky, but it's also just like I don't know, do it. You know, like go and do it. Just do it.
I
I was even
love
thinking
though.
one thing that would prevent it. One thing I was actually happy with, which it almost doesn't count because Enter SCX was so fucked. I don't really count that as swag, but I actually was able to avoid the cutscene
Yes,
without
I
any
noticed. I
difficulty,
noticed.
really.
Curtis and I were like kind of in
Mm,
disbelief, right? We were like, as you were doing EB, we were like, okay, so he's forgetting now, and that's just gonna be it, right? And if he doesn't forget
No.
now, then he's thinking of it for the rest of the run, and he's not gonna mess up.
Yeah,
And that was true.
I kind of had some bad like posies and stuff on the early days and sprouting. So I'm like, I was thinking about activating it, and I'm like, oh well, if I'm going a little bit behind Kemi, I probably want to just try to extend that lead, and then maybe it'll break even by the end of the run. It feels pretty good though. Like on Enter
That was
BK, you
completely
almost don't
fine.
have to think about it. You know,
Yeah,
you have to maybe like hook a little bit more out, but it's pretty free.
I think the
And
only
I just
place where it looked kind of annoying was when you had to do the nap as Louis, and it just took you like
oh my
a
god,
couple
that
more
was the
attempts than it
beginning of also
was.
getting extremely turbo ultra tilted. At least the
Yeah,
first try blue made me feel a little bit better, but like
god damn, that was rough. Yeah,
well,
we
I was
saw that.
doing the nap with Louis when I was grinding early blues during that early blues grind stream a little while back, and
It's
it's kind of
fine.
weird. It's kind of hard to feel like how much placebo because I feel like that knapsack has been giving me. Oh well, that's a separate conversation. But that knapsack has been giving me some problems lately, and I've been mad about that.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Whatever. Any case, it's all good. I'm just like
I think
don't know.
you get to be very disappointed about this.
It just
Honestly,
Yeah.
well, it's
you
just
got
also
you
like
got it
the
stolen from you.
crashes are ostensibly. I think the crashes are 100% like pretty. I feel pretty guilt free about the crashes,
Yeah,
but then I just
Yeah.
played bad, and like I don't like playing bad.
of course,
Like
of course. It's the
it,
worst
it got
feeling.
to well, it got to the point
You
where I'm like,
finished it
man,
though.
even when we subtract out the crashes and the resets, like I'm
Yeah, I
just
mean,
not. I'm not playing. I'm just not playing well enough, you know. And I always feel bad not playing my best,
dude, okay,
especially against
like
a
Yeah,
very
you can
worthy
you can
opponent.
go back through the VOD and like, of course, like there's bad stuff, but we also point out a bunch of places where we felt like you played really well. SH2
Yeah,
was
I don't
also like
know.
really strong. Your SH2, you probably saved like 10 seconds on Kemi just on SH2 alone, like
I liked
which is pre
SH2. I
crashes,
thought
of course,
was pretty
but
good. Yeah, I mean, there were good. There were solid moments for sure.
there were strong
I'm
moments.
not. It wasn't the worst run in the world, but like I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Maybe it's human behavior, or maybe it's something else. But like in FC, I was just getting it's almost like meta. Like I was getting so mad, but I could also feel myself getting so mad,
Yeah, of course,
and then I
and
was
then you
almost
start
getting
not caring.
embarrassed. I was almost like it was like a weird meta stacking of like I was
Of course.
embarrassed about how mad I was, and that made me somehow play even worse. And then I was embarrassed because I was playing bad while
Yep.
being mad. You know, it's just
And then you do shit like growing purples on GK2 and growing a shit ton of
well,
blues on
that
SCX8.
at
And
the end
it's
of the
like,
day, that was a meme. And then I was
yeah,
mad. I didn't throw fast enough to get the BLL, so that was annoying. And then ugh.
it just like the tilting really, really. When the game finds your resonant frequency, the tilting just stacks onto itself so easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's to me, it's well, yeah, you know, it's fine. You know, it would, you know, the
If there ever was a match in need of
last
a
time
thug
Kemi and I
finals.
dueled in the official tournament, there also was a loss to a reset. Kemi knows that as well. So like,
I
it
suppose it's
happens.
karma. Yeah.
One day, Kemi, one day we're gonna actually have a close race where one of us wins, and it's
Do
gonna be
it.
close.
Do
One
it
day.
in grand finals, please.
The losers bracket.
We'll
Beat
organize
'em
the
up.
same comms and
Grand finals or losers bracket. Yeah, I'll see you.
And one way or another,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna have
take
thug finals at the
a
meetup.
break today. I don't think I want to fucking touch a GameCube controller for the rest of the evening.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'll be back. I'll do some more runs. I'll feel good, and I'm gonna sweep losers a little bit, and then
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
See you somewhere in that bracket, Cap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight JPEP. That'll be a lot of fun.
No.
Anyways, I'm not like, you know, I'm not like in tears or whatever, but I can't say I'm
Upset.
particularly
Happy?
super duper mega happy, but you know, but I want to say not that I deserve props for the bare minimum, but I was thinking midway through of DNFing, and I decided, fuck it, whatever.
We
And
all
I
were
did,
thinking
and I
about it.
did finish the run.
Jack at some point was like, I don't. I think it was in FC. He was like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but this is looking like DNF. And you
Fuck
know,
you,
you
Jack. I
finished it.
finished.
No, don't fuck him.
No, you
No,
know,
you
I'm
gotta
not
be
like
able to
I'm
play
just saying, but
those
like,
though in a race.
no, I agree. I mean, I think it's kind of hard, but I don't know. I decided to be a good sport. I mean, good sport is kind of relative, but I decided to not like say fuck it and like quit halfway through. You know,
Yeah, of
I
course.
decided I did pay off
Fight.
the debt.
You did. You did.
So there you
did.
go.
So did it. You made off the debt even.
Honestly,
It
like,
is May
yeah.
now,
And
so
you know, it sucks that this
Yeah, that's why the
happened, but
crashes happened. It's May now.
next
Wait,
time,
holy shit! It's May set. No
Oh,
fucking
May of
shot.
Debt is in full
It's
force.
back.
no way,
May off debt is
it's
back,
Mayo dead
baby.
again. That's
Okay,
so
it's
fucking funny.
time for me to take my month-long
You know,
hiatus
I
with
have
the
to say
continue.
that does actually improve my mood slightly. Cause May off debt, baby.
This is so funny.
No fucking way. I did not even clock that until just now. That is
That's
no
why Kemi is going on
fucking
a. That's why you're
way.
going away from home for a month, Kemi. That's what you want to avoid.
Yeah, I'm going into hiding.
She's
I'm gonna be in a
hiding.
cave for a month.
I'm so
It gets me
terrified.
there. If I'm
The
like
fires of
500
war
kilometers
are
from my
raging.
nearest
You'll
Wii.
emerge and
She's
you'll be
just
like, how bad was it? And I'll be, you know, war torn. That was 7 deleted crashes this
punished
month calling
Venom
it.
Cap.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, okay. Well, I'm gonna go for like a run or something, so I don't turn
Yeah.
into the Joker.
We live in a society.
And yeah,
Oh, where Pikmin are valued more
you
than
know,
men.
yeah, and then maybe I'll have fun playing a silly JRPG that makes me feel like I didn't burn a vacation day doing this.
Dude,
God damn it.
good
Yeah.
luck. Love you.
Good luck.
No, it's fine.
You
No,
know,
it's fine. I did it. I did it for the homies. I did
you
it for
did.
Chemis. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I think we can both agree. BG, we need to do another one. Blood
BG,
finals
Awful
will
G.
happen.
Yeah.
we
Dog
need to
shit
do
game.
better.
Both of us.
Well,
Yeah.
at least you didn't do it against Jack, so
Yeah, yeah. You have a
you
bit of
know.
buffer, I suppose.
But yeah, no, it's all
Yeah.
good. BG, we can do better. We'll have a drink in like a couple months and laugh about it. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. Same as the last one.
All right. All right. Well, I apologize for all of the weird shit that you guys were forced to watch and that I then
We loved
subjected
it.
you to, but I appreciate you guys sticking it out and calming that because oh my god.
There's some good stuff in there, dude. Rewatch it sometimes, and like if you
Yeah,
find if
maybe
you
I'll
find it
rewatch
in
it.
your
Maybe I'll
heart,
rewatch it after I chill at a JRPG for 9 hours.
yeah, 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 yeah.
No,
Yeah.
fair enough. All
I'm.
right. Anyways, I gotta go for a run and I gotta go get food, so maybe I don't feel like dying.
Sure. See ya,
But
Cap.
I will. But I will go later. But it's okay. You know, I'm not. No one's sobbing. We're all good. But it's just like, come on, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also am just like, I can. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of other subtext too. Like, like I also want a PB in this game. It's like I can be better than this.
Eventually, yeah.
I can be good. Just fuck. Obnoxious. In any case, whatever.
Go
Doesn't
have a
matter.
run. Go change your mind. Don't focus about it too much. And next time you come back, we'll be
Yeah,
stronger.
we're all good. All right. Well, thanks, Kemi, for the race. Thanks for the comms. Thanks,
Thanks,
Mimi,
Matt.
for streaming. Peace out.
Thanks to God for protecting Kemi's integrity.
Oh Lord.
On that note, I'll
Unbiased.
MC take over. There aren't currently any other races scheduled, I believe. So if you're in the tournament, get on that. I'm angry at you. But so yeah, just tune in the Discord whenever the next one's happening. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Curtis and JPEP for coming. Great job, lovely. Thank you, Cap and Kemi for playing. You sure did play. Um, yeah, that's that. Bye,
I'm just
everyone.
gonna add Pig
Oh.
Hacker instantly.